Brothers Broadcasting Station.
Boy.
Good morning. What up, Doe?
What up, Doe?
This is Sports Rap Radio. I am Eric Vincent.
I am Tyree.
And we in the building, man. Devon Cook behind the board with us as well. What's good,
Chicken.
Devon?
How you doing, man?
Good, bro. You doing all right?
I'm doing well, man.
Good, man. I'm glad everybody got good spirits, man. We got another good show. Appreciate everybody for waking up and being here with us. Be sure to join the conversation. Tap in with us at 313-889-4727 because we got a lot to get into, man. It's a jam-packed weekend. A lot of stuff that happened over the week. But we got to start with that Detroit
Basketball.
Summer League done wrapped up, man, and I found myself entertained. I didn't think I'd be as entertained as I was with Summer League.
What was you really entertained about? Was it the Pistons or was you entertained the last two games from Bronny Jr.? You know, I'm going to bring it.
Choosing violence
Yes,
today, bro. We
yes.
Got here. We just
Hey,
started
you knew when I
crashing
put
out
my
already.
cooking apron on, I was going to cook.
I see that. We're going to get
All
into Bronny weekend. But look, any kind of positive basketball for the Detroit Pistons, even if it's something as simple as Summer League, I'm going to take my hat off to. Especially with the guys who shined and played well. Because they turned a lot of heads. They showed a lot of, they surpassed to me expectations that we have coming in that were pretty low. And for the guys that came in and showed out, it got me thinking of what they could even impact for the future. So let's just start surface level right now.
All right, go ahead.
Pistons finished 2-2 in Summer League. The last game against the New York Knicks, they almost had a comeback victory again.
They should have got that. I blame the coach.
They should have.
I'm blaming the coach.
They were close. 91-90. Had a last-second look by Marcus Sasser, rimmed out at the end. It was a good look. But again, we seeing some fight, we seeing an identity, we seeing some hustle, we seeing the potential kind of flash with these young players, man. I found myself impressed. Am I alone, or did y'all feel the same way?
Listen, I did find a lot of good, bright points. I was kind of like, why was Sasser doing so much? You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, Jenkins was nice, but I never felt like Sasser was in a position where he felt like he was going to lose his job or, you know what I'm saying? But he was doing a lot. After that first game, he did a lot. He shot a lot. It was kind of like...
He hurt us.
Yeah.
He hurt us here.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, we trying to see other people. We trying to evaluate other talent. We already know what you can do. Mm-hmm. But it seemed like he was taking, like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to lead the team. Was you think it was an inexperience for the point guards they had? You think it was a play? You know, that's how they went to plan it.
I definitely think it was the inexperience of the guards around him, and he even spoke to it. Like they talked to him, I think during the fourth quarter, during the just before it started. They asked him on the sideline about his adjustment to playing like a pass first floor general role, and he spoke to how he said he's 75% there, and it showed. Again, he didn't have. Even with the game, like he had 24 points, he was okay with his efficiency, 6 of 14, had 5 assists. But you could
listen. Let me stop you. I don't like that 6 for 14. You know why? Because 5 of those shots you took off was 3-pointers, and you only made 1.
That's true.
I'm telling you, this is gonna bug my nerves all season with all these 3-point shooting. Yep. It's gonna kill me. Like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of old school. You don't have to shoot all these 3-point. Most of people's shots is from the 3-point. Why is you taking, 10, let's say you 5 for 10, but, you didn't took 7 3-pointers. Why is you doing that?
That's his bag.
It's not his bag, though.
That's what he thinks. He missed a step back and wants to pull that high rainbow. But, again, even with the numbers, it's 24, but, like, the struggles, to me, were more glaring than the positives. Like, there were moments, like, in the third, fourth quarter where he was cooking, and he said, you know what? We need to get it back. Like, we down double digits. Because this is like the second and third straight time they found themselves down double digits in the first half and had to battle back to the fourth. And they had a chance to get there. They had a lot of good plays, but the Pistons could be in a position where they need to look for another.
You know what I found out?
Even
with the summer league, I seen the same problem I see in the regular season. The second quarter they came out playing in the first. The second quarter they went to sleep, and they came out third quarter asleep. Yep. We can't have that. No. And that's the same thing that was happening, in the regular season.
Another thing that added to them 24 points, 11 and 13 from the free throw line. I'm okay with that. I like to see the guys get to the line, but again, you got to get there.
In the regular season, he ain't getting to the line like that.
I agree. Yeah, I don't see that. Again, I think the Pistons may need to be looking around for another backup point guard. If they want to have that experience around them, you need to have an experienced vet behind K.
All right, I already told you what's happening. Listen, when K go to the bench, Ivy is moving over to the point. To watch. That's what they're gonna do.
Yep. Jason talked about staggering a lot. Ivy has shown the ability to kind of play that role, and it takes advantage of his speed too. I wouldn't be mad at that.
And you listen, you got other cats that can bring the ball up. You got Hardaway, Beasley. They can bring. We know Beasley had played some point guard also, so he can bring it up.
And it allows you the ability to play Sasser off ball. You want to be the shooter and the scorer, then spot up and move around and go get the rock. Then.
And Beasley do not turn the ball over. He got like one of the lowest turnover rates in all of the NBA.
Yeah, he's a good catch and shoot guy. You know, he's going to be responsible with it, and that's the kind of guys they needed. Outside of Sasser, the rookies. Again, these guys are the standout, man. Let's start with Ron Holland. Let's start with the number one, the first round pick for the Pistons.
Love him.
Had, I think, his best game. 20 points against the Knicks, 8 of 19. Not great efficient-wise. 6 boards, 1 of 5, just like Marcus Sasser. But again, him coming in with different expectations and him showing an aggression and like a confidence that I can appreciate and respect at 19 years old. I loved it because he's going into the lane trying to like score, get his layups. The physicality and his skinniness is being put on display.
Yeah,
but he doesn't shy away. He keeps, no, I'm going to come right back. No, I'm going to go right back. I'm going right back with this.
You know why? In his head, he know he's athletic. He's more athletic than the person he's going against. Yes. Now, you want to line him up with Sasser, but this is what I seen. A guy that got, 2 blocks. He got a steal, so you know he's going to play defense.
Yep. Played good in transition too. He ran, it got some easy layups, got himself a couple dunks. He got the transition lob dunk from Bobby Clement, who we're gonna talk about, and then he had the one on his own where he caught in the left side of the lane and he just slammed it with one hand.
And he had the 2 hand behind the back. The thing is also, and I know it's summer league, but Holland, man, say those 3-pointers for the gym in practice, man.
It looks like it looks like he got to work on that. He kind of like steps his foot like to the side. It's not like a Lonzo thing, but it looks like he's like shooting like with his body positioned to the side. It was like kind of.
You know who got an ugly jumper too?
Who?
Angel Reese. But no, she can shoot. Like, she can shoot, but her form is just like, ugh.
Rod, but it ain't worse than Rod, right? Rod ain't that far off, right?
No.
Oh, come on.
Hey, but we got a shooting guru here, and he gonna help Holland out.
Yeah, he was at every game. He was there. Trajan Langdon confirmed that he's been active with Asar, with Ron. I'm sure he's gonna be working with Jaden Ivey, with Cade, all the guys that need to be working on their shooting. I was super impressed with Ron Holland. Again, I'm not expecting him, to me, I thought this was his best game, not because of the scoring, but like you said, he played good defense, 2 blocks, was able to be active in other ways besides how do I get my shot up.
Right.
Like, he didn't quit on anything. He hustled around. He showed the ability to be effective in every other area except just scoring. And for a rookie coming in there who could be flustered with his shot not falling, that could deter them. He did not falter at all, and I respect that a lot about his game.
Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot.
Man, and then you got Bobby Clement.
Nice.
Bobby.
Listen, that guy can get some minutes this season. This season, for sure.
Like, immediately.
Yep.
I'm super impressed by what I saw from him all over the floor. Another guy that's not predicated on just his jumper. Not just.
But you know about him, you don't want to leave him open because he will hit that shot. He would bang it. So he another guy with the right players around him, and he getting in there. It's gonna be a lot of open J's for him, and he ain't got no problem taking his man off the dribble either. He got handles. He don't mind banging. He don't mind hustling. So he gonna go up and get rebounds and all that. So yeah, I was definitely impressed with him to be. What was he picked 44 in the second round?
Yeah, I think just.
But he got that Bronny deal. He got that Bronny deal, 4 years, $8 million.
He did.
We'll call it the Bronny deal.
It started off as a 2-year deal, and then right before Summer League started, they upgraded it to a 4-year. We're like, oh,
you know what? Because they're like, listen, we know this guy's way better than Bronny. We know it, so we're gonna give him the Bronny deal.
They might give him a little more at this point. I think he'll have a little more responsibility.
He gonna play a rookie contract out, bro.
No, man.
He might get. You know how it is. He can't get that extension until the second, third year.
That's
so
true.
About going at the end of the second season in the summer, they might give him a extension.
He might earn it, man. Again, based on how he was playing, again, not even just so you say he got a handle. He was able to orchestrate offense. But even when he was like when Sasser would bring the ball up and he would cut to the elbow or he would drive, he could make the secondary passes to the other cutters and see the vision or spot up and find somebody else on the wing for a 3. He showed his vision. Do you remember the play he had where he got 2 guys on him off a spin move and he threw it behind his head without even looking and he found the guy clean?
But as much as we praise him, I got to go back to what I've been saying. Okay. He shot 3 for 10, and out of those 3 for 10, he shot 9 of those 3 points. So he's 3 for 9 at 3-point range. That's ugly.
That's the difference, though. Again, Sasser, he needs his shot to go. Bobby has shown I can do other things where you don't have to rely on me for scoring. I'm gonna find these other guys to get open and find shots. I'm
8 rebounds, 5 assists,
rebound. I'm
2
bingo,
steals,
all that.
Oh yeah, he a utility guy.
Yeah, and you need that, especially coming off the bench. And I think he'll be able to be staggered with those with the starters as well. Like when you need shooting and defense, when you want to play Cade out maybe on the blocker in different areas.
So you think he gonna be fighting Fontecchio for minutes?
Not right now. I see them starting him and Ron off with low minutes. I don't think either of them are going to be, competing for the 15, 20 a game. But I wouldn't be shocked to see him for 10 to 12 with sporadic little energy minutes. I can see that.
Yeah, you want your team to be fighting for minutes, definitely. I want this team right here because we ain't won nothing. We 14 games. Right. I want everybody fighting for minutes except for Cade Cunningham. Oh, Tobias ain't gonna fight for none, but everybody else can fight for minutes. I mean, I like the center, but that's it.
It's open competition, man. Again, and a lot of guys show that they trying to fight for those minutes. They're hungry. They want to make some things happen. I mean, even Toulouse Smith. Jace Johnson. He's a G League guy, but how he played again, these guys show that they was hungry. And I just like that from a coaching standpoint, from an energy standpoint. I think Jared Jack did a fantastic job all summer league. I think they did a good job with a lot of what we were expecting coming into this. Because if they would have got washed by 20 points, would anybody have been shocked?
No.
Exactly.
And you're right. I got to give the coach a lot of credit for what the team that he had in the summer league. I mean, I think he did well. 2-2, I can go with that. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't go forward, though, because that give us some false expectations.
Right. So now we can just sit in the middle of the pack. Ain't no expectation, ain't nothing to be worried about. But again, I was super impressed by a lot of what we saw. And again, it has me thinking that they'll, through time, develop and fit with these players. Because the good thing about this Pistons team, a lot of the guys they have, they don't have a Luka Doncic on the team where it's super high heliocentric to that one player. They have players where they can fit and be involved in areas where it's not going to look like, okay, or a LeBron situation where, okay, I'm carrying the ball, you just stand here in this corner, and I'll get it to you when I can get to you.
All right.
They can be versatile. And
so out of the team, so you called out those two. You didn't see nobody else that they probably can make the team. Do you see anyone else?
Not really. Jenkins is a good player, but
he had one good game. He had one good game.
He had one good game. He was kind of off with his shot, but again, he still did a lot of good things, played some good defense. But he'll probably be a G League guy more than likely, and I see that for basically the rest of this roster outside of Sasser, Klintman, and Holland. Everybody else is probably G League or out of here. Mm-hmm. No disrespect, just calling what I say.
I mean, Estrada, but we don't need him as a guard, so he definitely going to it. But he can work on his game and be all right.
Yep, good display from Summer League, man. I was pretty impressed. 313-889-4727. Don't be shy. Hit us up, man. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. If you checked out the Summer League for Detroit Pistons, what were your thoughts of the rookies, Marcus Sasser, and how do you think it's going to translate when the season starts with the Pistons? 313-889-4727. This is Sports Rap Radio.
RAP.
Black man, I need you to show up at Perfecting Church. Marvin Winans Church over there on East Side. July 27th. It's Black Men's Wellness Day. It's a day for us to get ourselves right. It is absolutely free. Learn your numbers and begin a healthier lifestyle. Saturday, July 27th, between 7 a.m. and 12 noon at Perfecting Church. For more information, visit aawellness.org.
Man, I broke my screen protector, cracked it. I don't not know how I did it. I'm glad I had it on here, though. Probably had it in my pocket or something, but
okay, man. So what
now when I use my thumbprint, it won't even take it.
Bro,
because the crack right through it.
Well, I'm sure he meant doctors, lawyers, and teachers, right?
Right. Keep
going. More money in
entrepreneurs, CEOs.
No, I don't got Apple. I mean, that's my Apple phone right here, but this is the Galaxy.
So Trump must be hiring at one of his
that's 24
or something.
Maybe, but he doesn't hire us.
Because my black job is paying me way more under Biden than Trump.
Yes, and my black job is starting my very own small business under this person.
Hey, oh man,
black jobs. I got a black job for you.
What's that?
I love these commercials.
Trump, yes, Trump never becomes president again.
I bet. I'm in.
Hey, people in YouTube land, hey, we just playing ads that they pay for. Neither here. People might in YouTube listen. I'm live right now. They're like, what? What's all this antenna? I ain't got nothing to do with that. We got to pay the bills.
know about our station. Plus,
Yeah.
deals and showtime.
Yeah, y'all see I'm working a black job right now. So.
Giveaways. Plus,
Team USA next?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
on the web and go to sportsrapradioddetroit.com.
Hit up sportsrapradioddetroit.com.
Finally, a station for us.
You don't think they're gonna win?
When it comes to
Team
making
USA.
plans,
Nope.
you are the
I don't think they
best.
get no
What
gold.
about those
You don't think
I don't think they get no gold. But
Damn! I thought they would. I still think they can.
I think they can, but
You don't think they will?
I don't think they will. Is this gonna be you know what? This gonna tarnish his legacy a little bit more. LeBron? Yeah. Because he the one that got this team together.
Oh boy. I'll let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook.
Y'all can tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying.
Clear it out. I want to hear all the context. I ain't gonna make no judgment yet.
Nah,
I'll let you plead your case.
man, I want y'all to come in. Y'all disagree.
No, don't worry. We coming in. Be stressful.
Y'all waiting to come in like, oh yeah, we definitely coming in.
Come on.
So you talking about like, let me get my jumping jacks. Talk about Team USA.
Get started at
I'll come in like LeBron.
Brought to you by Tina and the Ad Council.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and playdates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will
Soon as I get out of here, I'm right out the door. I gotta go jump on the boat.
Each year, the Feeding America
boat ready to go?
Yeah, soon as I get out, I'm right out the door. Punching it back.
Food is given to families and children.
Where's the boat located at?
Being appreciative
Gibraltar.
about doing things that make an ordinary
It's like 40 minutes from here.
learning to play in
So I'll get there right on
building a
time.
sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be
We got a
an
boat
obstacle
with
for
family.
growing up.
It's off
You can help end childhood
Jefferson.
hunger in your
Okay.
community
I don't like
by
Detroit River too much,
feedingamerica.org.
Oh yeah, well that's what we like, you know, but Detroit River go all the way down and splits around the island.
St. Clair and
Yep. Oh yeah, that's back the other way, but we going south, taking Detroit River, going south, going towards Erie.
Erie. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm down river.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have 2 different sides.
Oh, a wolf.
That's pretty cool, though.
What about
Oh man, boat life is it.
This one.
Stress reliever.
Water's a good time.
Yeah.
Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Well, do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
Now,
You're not gonna get it all
mid-teens,
right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Yeah. Let's take them back.
This is Sports Rap Radio, AM 1270. I am Eric Vincent.
It's your boy TY in the building.
We here in the building, man. Every Sunday with you. Hit us up 313-889-4727.
For a rap.
Talking a little bit about the summer basketball season, man. It's one of my favorite times of the sports year. I really enjoy it of what we see in the NBA Summer League. And of course, Team USA, who also has been on display over the past couple weeks. And man, they got a victory yesterday, but boy, it don't feel like it at all. Team USA barely skated by South Sudan.
South Sudan. Wait a minute, was that South Sudan or Team Southwest?
It might have been Southwest.
Some employees from Southwest
I don't know
Airlines.
who it was. I couldn't have named 5 people that was up there playing. They was giving Team USA fits. Spread them out the first half. Team USA couldn't knock down a 3. They couldn't play defense attentively. Your man Joel Embiid again showed looking like the worst player on the floor, showed to be unplayable. I was disgusted with this game. It was exciting at the end with them getting the W, but I was disgusted watching them in the first half.
And Sudan best player is not even in the NBA.
Man, look, Carlito Jones, he looked like he might try to fight for a backup role. Hey, Pistons need a backup. Man.
No.
Get your resume together, bro.
South Sudan, his name was Mario Hakshiok or whatever, Shayuk.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Shayuk?
Yeah, nah, it was Jones who was killing him, though, because he was sitting up there playmaking. He had 11 points, or 15 points, 11 assists. He had a triple-double. Hit a triple-double.
Yeah, he
against
had
the 15,
triple-double.
11. He was cooking him. Like, I didn't make no sense.
Yeah, but the other dude, yeah, he was like killing him, man. He was trying to be his version of LeBron.
Now, it's just an exhibition.
And you know what? He shot 57, almost 57% from the field. This dude, 24 points, 9 for 16. Like, where's the defense?
He was killing him. 6 of 12 from 3. Like, they had him stretched out. They was getting picked apart. But again, yes, it is an exhibition game. But you communicated some very concerning emotions.
Yeah, listen, man, this is what I got a problem with, all right? First of all, you got Curry. Curry out there, 3 for 9. All right, 3 for 9. And out of those 3 for 9, that was 3 points, right? Then he 3 for 10 overall. And once again, so everything he's doing, he's taking 3-point shots. You're not gonna win that way. Then you got Anthony Edwards, 4 for 11, right? Guess how much he was from 3-point land? 1 for 7. Terrible. Cut it out with this 3-point. Yep. And then you got Anthony Davis, he 4 for 12. So basically, nobody is shooting well. Right? Nobody can't shoot at all. And then when y'all come out there and shoot, y'all want to shoot all these 3-pointers. Right. Jason Tatum, 0 for 3. Bam, 0 for... Oh, Bam, what you doing shooting 3-pointers?
It's like it becomes infectious to him. Like, even if it's not their game. Oh, he's getting hot, so I can get going.
You think they on the bench talking about shoot it? You think that's what they doing?
It must be, because I don't understand it either. Like, it like you said, it seems like that's their game plan. And again, I don't care. I'm going to hammer this dude as much as possible. Joel Embiid is posting up at the 3-point line. He's inbounding the ball and calling for it, literally a step inside the 3-point line, trying to post up. Even if it's someone smaller than him, when they sent him a double team, he still couldn't solve it. It seems like all of them. It seems like they really playing outside of their character. It's really making
you an apology. I want to apologize right now because I said something a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I said that Embiid was a better defensive player than AD.
Let's hear it.
And he got no steals, no blocks. None. You know what I'm saying? So I got to apologize because AD went out there, got to steal a couple blocks. And he doing it. Jason Tatum playing defense, got to steal the block. Yes. AE. So, listen, if we got to go with the people that's going to play defense. Yes. I don't want to hear about all this offense. Right. We need defense. And they come off the bench playing defense.
He was literally unplayable. Like, the duo of Bam and AD has worked better with just Embiid on the floor by himself. He has just, again, he goes from one stretch where he's just standing in the middle of the floor, watching a guy cut and get a layup right in front of him. Then he goes down on the very next possession on offense, turns the ball over off a double team, and lollygags back up the floor. I don't give a damn about the 14 points he scored. Right. I don't care about him going 5 and 6 and 7 rebounds. He was unplayable in those areas where he was making mistakes. He was horrible from some of these stretches, bro.
So as a team, you got USA 7 for 28, 25%. And then you got Sudan 14 for 33, shooting 42.
Man.
Bro, you can't let the opposite team, especially Sudan, like what?
I can't name nobody.
That's like going to play the Bahamas and you been picking up some people and they about to smoke you. Y'all won by 1 point. And who did the game winning? None other than LeBron.
And honestly, Sudan had a chance. They had 3 looks as the clock was expiring. They could have hit it.
As a LeBron hater, I hope y'all run him in the ground.
But he gave him the lead. What you mean?
Man, but see, he want to be out there. He want to, lead the team and playing minutes. I hope y'all play him to death every game. This is preseason. Why you playing all those minutes? Why you doing all that? Take the L. Because I told y'all, and I'll tell y'all again, y'all are 2 sprained ankles away from bronze.
You heard what he said after the game, right? They had an Instagram video of him. You see him under the tunnel? He said, "We like to be tested. We like it this way."
I like it. I love it. I want you to play 25 minutes a game because when the regular NBA season comes and you sitting out all those games, I don't want none of the LeBron lovers coming up to me saying nothing because I'm going to be cooking him all NBA season. And guess what? If they don't win the gold, this going to tarnish his legacy even more.
This tarnishes his legacy?
Why wouldn't it? He picked this team. Remember? He was like, they went to him. He want to call Curry, call AD. He got this team together. If they don't win gold, this falls on him. We not giving him no pass. Y'all can argue with me.
So how much of his legacy does this start? Like, so where do you rank LeBron now? And how would a loss here tarnish his legacy? Like, where does it drop him to in your mind?
Man, he ain't
not the best player basketball in the world.
No, look at him. How many games he lost when he went for gold? He ain't undefeated like LeBron and MJ.
You mean like Kobe? Yeah.
Kobe and MJ.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right. So go ahead and get that bronze. So we have some more stuff to argue about.
So you would just put it below those two guys?
He definitely.
Okay.
Man,
Right.
he's already below MJ than me. And I mean, I be fighting my feelings because I'm biased to Kobe. But I know LeBron has done a lot. I'm not gonna take nothing away from what he's done. But if
Devon, talk to me, man.
if you get a bronze, bro, you get this bronze.
Does this tarnish his legacy if they finish with bronze this season?
No, he's 40 years old.
Oh, wait. Did you say age? So, because he's 40, it's all good. So he get a freebie. He get to go to the Olympics and get a freebie and come back with a bronze, and we're going to let that slide?
Yeah, yes, he can, because
Oh.
this Olympics is more or less about Jason Tatum, the MVP champ. You have Anthony Edwards, the next star in the league. Joel Embiid, coming back from his injury in the MVP. It's not about LeBron James or Steph Curry. It's about Devin Booker.
So, with that said, we got all these people come back from injuries. Why are they there?
What do you mean? Why is LeBron there?
You said all these people come back from Embiid, AD.
Yes.
All these people come back from injury. Why are they there then? Because they got a whole season to play after this.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? After this
USA
over,
important to
what
them.
they gonna have like a month off before they got to get in the camp? NBA season start in October. So when this is over at the end of August, they got the month of September, which half of them be out working out and stuff anyway. Bro, this is not a good look.
So sure, it could be other important things for them to look at, but how does this tarnish his legacy?
An overall argument. No, as far as NBA legacy, of course not. But overall basketball legacy.
So it's like a mark on his resume.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be just like that Mickey Mouse ring.
See, I was just about to ask that. See, because there's a positive achievements that Bron has done. And again,
Yes.
I believe Jordan's the GOAT too. I also would put Kobe over him. But I'm not mad at those who do. LeBron has a resume
He
to
does.
make the argument as the GOAT. I'm not mad at people who call him the GOAT. I do think that
He's right there.
Listen, I've been a LeBron hater.
Yes,
too,
he's
but
right
I've
there. I give him
grown up
that.
A little bit. I've grown up a little bit. I've faded some of my LeBron hate away.
Yeah, me
Just
too.
'cause It don't need to be as strong as it used
Now
to.
listen, it's a difference. I don't like him as a basketball player. As a human being, he's amazing. He
Great
done
man.
stuff for all his
Of
people,
course.
all that. I never respect for the man. I respect him as a basketball player too. I'm just not putting him up there with my dudes. That's all. And I'm telling you, he picked this team, and just like he the GM of the LA LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? This is him. Man, y'all can't, man. He turned LA LeBrons into a reality show that don't nobody want to play with him. Don't nobody want to talk about that, though.
I mean,
all these free agents, they just skipping over that team. Like, nope.
There could be some truth to that. But
Some?
at this point, LeBron, like Devon said, he's 40 years old.
Some?
That wasn't really a thing before. He was getting Ray Allen to come play with him. He wanted to play with D Wade. That happened. He got Kyrie. That happened. He wanted Kevin Love. And that happened. He's got a lot of the guys that he
Come on.
wanted.
He got friends. He got friends that don't want to play with him.
I mean,
And who's his friend? Chris Paul, one of the best point guards.
He ain't messing up with no Chris Paul.
The dude just led the league, not last year, but the year before that, he led the league in assists. What you mean, Chris Paul? And he still played defense.
And he still watched. That's why he's in San Antonio right now.
Okay.
I don't have, you're not messing up with Chris
Okay,
Paul.
man.
LeBron's
What we
the
gonna
point
say
guard
is
anyway.
LeBron ain't no GOAT.
He's not the GOAT. Okay, he's not. That's fair. I'm okay
And
with that.
I'm telling
He's
you,
one of them.
what?
He's a Mount Rushmore player.
He's a Mount Rushmore
Is he
player,
not a Mount
definitely.
Rushmore player? Oh, come on, T. Come on, dog.
Can we push
He's
him
not
down?
a Mount
Can we
Rushmore
push him
player?
down into the valley? You only can put 4 people on Mount Rushmore.
Right. And you can't talk about
Nah.
basketball without talking about LeBron.
Nah, he be stat padding and jump, man.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'll give y'all it, man. I'll give it to you. I don't want to, but I
He got
give
his full hated
Okay.
paper today, bro.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad
I
at it,
put
but
him
I
on
gotta call
Mount.
it.
Listen, I put him on Mount Rushmore. I don't want none of my friends text me and say, "You did what?" Nah.
We made him say it. How about
Yeah.
that? Save your reputation, bro. It's all good.
They put the pew pew to my head.
313-889-4727. Talking about Team USA basketball, man. Were y'all impressed? Are you worried about how they look? And we'll talk about it. Do y'all even think they're going
Impressed?
to win gold to finish this whole thing?
No.
Are they going away with the gold? We'll talk about it next on Sports Rap Radio.
R.A.P.
Sports Rap Radio, when hip hop and sports
I
connect.
wish I was more of a LeBron hater.
Good segment.
I was. I used to hate him for real. Like early prime, I couldn't stand Brian. But I don't know.
I like Kobe. I'm somebody who's
Me
really
too.
Kobe fan.
Yeah.
But LeBron's been to 10 championships.
Detroit.
Yeah, I can't take that away. I can't.
10 freaking championships.
Boy.
Again, all the arguments are valid. You
Man,
had-
hey, where's the bronze sexuals? Why they ain't calling try to protect
That's
their
what I said.
king?
Let's get them out with
You know
it.
what it's like unless you've been in
You're
it.
not not better than Kobe. Kobe's first.
No.
Then he goes back and go to 3 more.
Praise right there.
I mean, I remember going to gas stations and not paying.
Kobe is my guy. I like Kobe over MJ. I know MJ got the rings. MJ is he's on all defensive teams. But MJ played defense. He on all the defensive teams and stuff like that. Like his stats. And he played in a hardcore era where he got beat up and done. You know what I'm saying? So I can't take that from him.
I won a championship in LA.
I feel like Kobe had more better competition too.
Down on it a little bit, like it's just something. Hey, this is what we did. It's over with. Here in Detroit, we
in a one-on-one. Oh yeah,
in the team basketball scenario too. Okay, LeBron can lead the league in assists, lead the league in scoring, lead the league in rebounds.
From restaurants and from bars and from grocery stores. People
could bring him to like,
is they playing like a team? Because all right, I know I can shoot. But if my shot off, why am I only taking 3-pointers? Like that's that Curry. Like, come on, bro. Curry, you got handles. You can penetrate. You can get in the lane. You can dish. It ain't like this not part of your game.
And best of all, it doesn't have
I like they running the offense through LeBron too.
Yeah.
See,
still that point forward.
And guess what? These players have gotten smarter. So what you gonna do? Hey, let LeBron do his thing. We're gonna shut everybody else down. Tell you, man, don't be shocked if we come home with silver or bronze. Don't be shocked. All it takes is 2 losses.
They're running plays.
Yeah, they're trying to. I see.
Setting the screens and everything.
Come on, we gotta get the clean crew over here, man. They just ripping stuff up, throwing it up.
313-889-4727. Tap in with us at Sports Rap Radio. I am Eric Vincent.
I'm your boy T.Y. Ray.
We in the building, man. Devon Cook. Man, I'm still just shocked about everything that I watched from Team USA. I can't believe that game was as close as it was towards the end. I can't believe they were down as much as they were in the first half. They were down by as many as, I think, 18 points. Closed the half, I think, down like 12, if I'm not mistaken. Bro, just... I was worried, but I have a different level of worry because I also still think they should win gold to close this thing out.
Okay, how do you think that, though? How do you think
because they have the best players in the world.
Okay, but
I think that's the
did the best players play yesterday good? You see the best
they
players?
They didn't play good yesterday in the exhibition. No, they did not.
Okay,
but I believe they'll.
That could have been just as much as a real game as it was a preseason. That could have been just as much a real game.
It could have been, but at the end they still did win. So at the end, even if it's ugly, as long as you got your hand raised, you're going home with gold.
I'm not gonna play with these other countries like they dumb. All right, they seen what Sudan did to and the next team gonna bring more pressure and do the same. So if U.S. is not shooting well, they're done. Stick a fork in them.
Okay, so so let's put your stamp on it. Do you think they're walking out with gold when this tournament is over?
Like, listen, thinking realistically with these guys at their age and the injuries and all that, no. I don't, and I'm probably the only one on the planet thinks so. Listen, I love my country. Don't get it twisted. But I'm talking about basketball, man. The fact that these countries has leveled up since back in the 80s and all that, where they were just running over teams. Like, come on. Some of the best players in the world are not from here.
I still think they have a chance.
Everybody got a chance.
They will. Not a chance. You're right. Let me stamp it. Let me
Appalachian State.
They're going to win the gold.
You heard what I said?
Appalachian State. What you doing?
What I'm saying is anybody can, on any given day, somebody can win.
Okay, I feel you. Yes, but I don't feel like there should be an Appalachian State for Team USA.
You see that should?
They have Kevin Durant coming back. He's apparently warming back up. He's ramping back up to be ready for the tournament.
After watching that trash the last couple of games? Yeah, I would too.
I mean, that's a good point. Anthony Edwards is supposed to be that complimentary scorer. He kind of comes and goes a little bit. Having KD who can give you that offense instantly
can I argue
that is going to be huge.
Can I argue Anthony Edwards? Can he quit saying he first option now?
Please.
Please, like, bro, cut it out, man. You come up here, you the man, I'm first out. Cut it out.
I'm all for confidence.
You the rookie on this team right now. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. Don't talk no more. Don't say nothing. Know your role and shut your mouth.
I'm all for confidence, but, like, this is a team that's going to be situational. Like, I don't think LeBron's going to be the leading scorer every game. There's going to be some games when Curry's the leading scorer, or when KD comes back, he'll be the hot hand. I don't think it's going to solely rely on LeBron to carry the water for this team. I think they're going to be spread out, but I don't think it's going to be Anthony Edwards either in the same breath.
No, I think LeBron want to carry the water every game. I think he want to be the forefront and be that guy because that's who he is. He loves the attention.
Quick question. Anybody see anything from Derek White?
Who?
Exactly. So.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. He was bringing Gatorade out to the team.
Exactly. Go fetch Gatorade or something. Bruh. So I believe they are coming back with
gold. Played 11 minutes. shot one shot and missed that.
Yes.
11 minutes.
Yes, he was completely useless on the floor. I'm sorry. You couldn't
use Jaylen Brown?
You couldn't use Jaylen Brown. You couldn't call Paulo. You couldn't call anybody else but Derek White.
Listen, you seen what LeBron did in that last play? That would have been Jaylen Brown every play.
100%. Easily. They could have had that opportunity.
So I ain't gonna lie. That's why they come back with bronze or silver. That's gonna be the number one first topic. See, you should have had Jaylen Brown playing.
But then again, that's not on Bron though, so I can't say Tardish.
No, it's not. No, I'm just saying that's gonna be one of the things. He picked the team, but secondly, they're gonna be like they should have had Jaylen Brown when they sent Kawhi home. They should have brought Jaylen Brown in and not Derek White.
That's fair. To me, it also puts a stamp on something else. I don't care this early. If we'll see how they do when the tournament starts, but I don't think it's gonna get to this point. I don't want to hear nothing about the comparison to this team to the Dream Team or the Redeem Team. No. At all. At all. Nope. Those dudes excelled at that game. They took every possession serious. They held each other accountable. This kind of seemed like an all-star exhibition.
Listen, I told y'all, this the MASH unit. This the Ace Bandits unit. All right? These the IR guys. You know what I'm saying? These are guys that live on time management. None of these guys have played a full season.
And that's what we want to see in Anthony Edwards, based on what you say. If these guys are going to be as hurt as they've been, which they have been in their careers, you're not wrong at all. This is where you want to see Devin Booker step up, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, the young guys. Don't say Anthony.
Don't say Tyrese. We're not going to talk about Tyrese Halliburton either. That dude played one shot, 7 minutes. Like, come on, y'all coming in not even taking shots.
Yeah, he's kind of the odd. I don't want to say the odd man out, but he's probably at the bottom of the power rankings of this roster.
Bam,
but
coming
as
in.
a backup point, he's got a lot of responsibility.
2 shots, so can't nobody else get no shots but LeBron and his people, right?
As of yesterday, yeah, that was a horrible experience. Like Curry was cold the whole first half. They went like 1 of 12 in the first half from 3-point line. They could not get going from behind the long line. They didn't turn it on until the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they outscored Sudan 37-18 in the third. They were outscored by Sudan 32-20 in the second. They was just all over the place. So
here's the best percentages. Drew Holiday with 57, LeBron shot 71%, and then Anthony Edwards 36, and Tatum with 37.5. So that's it.
LeBron is important to this team because when they're struggling the way that they are, LeBron has the ability. See, we saw a lot of plays with LeBron caught extra attention. He dropped off to Drew Holiday in the corner for a 3. They just weren't knocking shots down. They were able to get some looks. They just weren't able to knock some down. Now, were there some people who were forcing threes who don't need to? Absolutely. That is not. I'm not gonna argue that at all. But a lot of what we see is gonna be predicated on how LeBron sets these guys up for these looks.
Question: how many expedition games they got left? 1, 2?
I think they got 1, maybe. Actually, I think they might be done. They had 4 thus far, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they got 1 more.
Okay.
But, man, you think LeBron sit out the next game?
For the exhibition? If it's an exhibition, possibly, especially if Kevin Durant is going to come back just so he can get his feet.
But you know what? It's LeBron, so I don't think he will because they want to go win. They want to go, you know what I'm saying, look, win. They want to go, 4 for 0 or whatever. They don't want to lose any. That's why he played like he did. I would have just took the L.
You'd rather them taking the L than go crazy and try to at least get a win to build some momentum?
You know what I'm saying? Let the people think what they're going to think. Let the people think like what I'm thinking right now, that y'all not coming home with gold and prove us wrong.
I don't know about that. I think they had a point where they need to start building some cohesiveness too. I think next game is on the 22nd. I don't think
who
that's
they play?
Exhibition game. Germany.
That's an L.
They can't be Germany? Oh, team wild today, bro. That's gotta be a dub. I think LeBron plays. I think they still trying to build some momentum. They gotta build.
Is that the last game? That's the season finale.
I think that's the exhibition finale. If I'm not mistaken.
All right, that's the season finale. We're gonna go ahead and get them an L. Write it up, chalk it up right now.
No, they can't do that. Not the Germany. They're gonna get themselves a dub.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all call us in 313-889-4747 Sports Rap Radio.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's,
I know people in my chat getting mad.
I've learned a lot from my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having
I
trouble
don't know
with
what I
routine
was listening
tasks.
to, but somebody was
Talking
saying
about Alzheimer's
something
can be really
about
tough.
LeBron
But
gonna
if you
bring
notice
Bronny
something,
over to
have a
play
conversation
for the
with your
team.
doctor.
I was
Encourage them to
like,
see a
bro,
doctor or offer to go with
better
you.
not.
Early detection of Alzheimer's can give
Better
your family time
not.
to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
No?
On Sports Rap Radio, it's DJ Whatever's old school rap party.
I mean, it wasn't no long day there. You know what I'm saying? It was just we could have been clearing our throat or something, you know?
Right. The best old school rap joints working.
Take me back to the old school. Take me back to
We'll be coming in with.
Sports talk all day and old school hip hop at night. Sports Rap Radio, where hip hop and sports connect.
How much time we got left?
We still got.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
All right.
Chicken. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll see if we get a call. If not, we can go into the Megatron.
Okay. All right. Oh, since we in basketball, you just want to go to the WNBA and then.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Then we'll go football after. I'm with that.
What does the turkey say?
Said way all the way up to the W.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
We're talking about Rushmore basketball.
Oh, yeah. I mean, LeBron got to be on it. I'd be trolling. I'm a sports troll.
Just make sure you know the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are.
I'm glad you own it though. I'm tired of niggas who say something like, "No, it's the truth, bro." Like, no, stop.
Nah.
Come on, stop.
No, honestly, that's it. I'm biased to a certain point, but even if my favorite player mess up, I gotta call it.
Nothing wrong with a bias as long as you can recognize it. And drop it when necessary.
Because I'm gonna be doing that a lot during the Lions season. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, my boy didn't have a good game. He should have did this. The coach didn't do this. Like, oh, we gonna have some fun when it comes to football.
Oh yeah. And find out how to buy time.
I ain't holding it up.
Radio. Just go to our
I was a LeBron hater growing up.
Oh, we ain't talking about Pat Bev going. Hey,
like MVP season, he was super athletic, jumping over people. I'm like, okay, you can't hate LeBron at
Hey, we ain't talking about Pat Bev going over to Europe.
Instead of coming here,
goes well beyond feeding our bodies.
Yeah, because he had a contract offer between the Pistons and Houston. The thing is, we don't want him here. We know that.
no, I'm happy he didn't sign here.
Right, I will believe you. I got on my knees. I bent the knees. Said, "Thank you, God." So, but for him to act like he had the deal of the lifetime.
Come on, bro.
You knew that 4-game suspension was waiting for you if you came back.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go? I did it. I got the job.
But man, do the Lakers make the playoffs this year? I don't think so. Not with the team they got. They don't make the playoffs. Not with that West. Not with that West. The way the West is.
Especially if the boys can't
They're gonna be playing for another play-in.
Amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Especially if they can't
Because
stay
when
healthy,
people are sick,
And then so LeBron played Olympics. The team getting throwing everything at him. Then he got to play for the Lakers, and then he gonna be fighting for a play-in. But I don't think he's gonna make it.
Play with his son, then retire.
That's it. Just ride these 2 years out. Because once you leave, that $52 million can go to 2 to 3 players.
That was the plan. I thought that was
No, the plan for him to go to the Lakers and sabotage and blow up Kobe and Magic legacy.
Nah, everybody played for the Lakers. Both played for the Lakers. Kareem, Magic, Kobe.
Most of the NBA greats played for the Lakers. Shaq.
So LeBron's just one of the greats.
Man, he could have stayed at Cleveland and been one of the greats. He could have stayed in Miami and been one of the greats.
Have you been to Cleveland?
Yeah, I've been to Cleveland. I used to go to Cleveland all the time. Huh? Oh, the Flats was a lovely time in Cleveland. It's like living your whole life in Detroit. I love Detroit. Yeah, I moved to the suburbs, but I'm still here.
Some people don't want to be in the city.
Hey, Cleveland beautiful. I ain't saying it's 1999, bum bum bum. Hey, look, I went down to East. When I used to go to Cleveland to hang out, I used to always go down to East 99. Cause you know, like when you from the hood, you gotta go to the hood. You know what I'm saying?
I went there last year. Had a good time. I ain't gonna hold you.
Cleveland fun.
I ain't gonna hype it up.
Cleveland is fun.
What a way to open. 313-889-4727. Sports Rap Radio. I am Eric Vincent.
I'm Tyree.
Man, and you fool today, bro.
I'm going to be on one every show.
You on 15.
Yeah, and I had some Coca-Cola today. I'm ready.
We're going to turn off the fridge for you. 313-889-4727. Piston fans, tap in with us. We're talking a little bit of Summer League. Team USA basketball. Again, a lot of basketball. Even WNBA basketball.
Oh, yeah,
we had the best basketball that came
the
out
best
this
basketball
weekend.
right now.
Bruh.
The All-Star game was crazy.
I had a blast watching that. That was very entertaining.
It was. They was playing ball. They wasn't trying to give Team USA any room for error.
Imagine an all-star game where they care and try.
And the crowd was into it.
And the crowd is into it. Man.
Hey, you see that dime from Caitlin Clark to Angel Reese for the layup?
I did.
The crowd went crazy.
They posted everywhere. On social
Man, can you
media.
imagine they on a team together?
Yeah.
Bro, the crowd went bananas.
They even showed a highlight where Angel Reese is on the bench and she wanted Caitlin Clark to shoot. She stood up and they put that all over social media.
So check it, man. You know, I'm a YouTuber, TYRHEATV on YouTube, and I posted that as a short. That bad boy already at 8,000.
I love it, man. I love the attention that those two are garnering.
You
And again,
love it.
It doesn't take anything away from the others that are doing what they do. We're gonna talk about them in a second. But those two are trailblazers for a reason.
It's the magic bird.
Yes.
And them two right there.
Yes, the connection that they have with the fans. Who I saw Angel Reese sign her shoes and give them to a fan. The girl cried.
But
Caitlin
Angel
Clark
Reese
with
gets
the
so
influence she
emotional.
was
She's
having.
so excited when people love her. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I feel like she used to being the villain. And you know what I'm saying? That's what she did at LSU, be the villain. But now she got people that love her. It's a little girl that her name is Angel Reese also, and she wears, you know, little league basketball. And like the love is crazy,
She
man.
can do both.
But salute to both folks, like you
She can be
said.
a heel on the court. She could be a media darling off the court. That's beautiful.
Oh, she banged too. You see that,
bruh?
She bang
She
like
do.
she muscle ball,
She do.
bully ball.
Yep,
You know
that
what I'm
first
saying?
rebound she
And
got.
she's so quick. So
Yes.
like that's like, man, y'all can say what y'all want about her game because you got people that don't watch basketball, right? And they just want to hate. Oh, Caitlin Clark is better than Angel Reese. Angel Reese better. Like watch the game. You know what I'm saying? They both is talented, man. You know, Caitlin Clark going crazy with the assists and stuff like that. So she know how to balance her game. If her offense ain't hitting, okay, I'm gonna get my teammates involved. Angel Reese is doing all the dirty work, going up after her teammates missing and grabbing those offensive rebound. Y'all can say what y'all want. Rebounding is not easy.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially in the WNBA where they play below rim basketball. So you have to fight harder. And there's no disrespect. But like a lot of players in the NBA, they're not really boxing out like that. They just use their athleticism to jump and go grab the ball. These women have to fight, and they're doing it.
Because guess what?
See it.
Between men's, though, because sometimes the balls come off, you getting dunked on because people grabbing the rebound out of the air and dunking on top of you.
Exactly.
So with women, you're not getting no tip-in dunks and stuff like that.
Now you got to sit here and watch them fight, and Angel Reese has made a knack for that as her identity.
And guess who broke another record in the All-Star game? They both did. She had 11. Well, she had 10 assists. Clark.
Yep.
But Angel Reese had a double-double in the All-Star game.
She did. She did. The talent is there, man. The care is there. And again, I like that they're building up that rivalry. It helps. It makes the game more entertaining. And again, it's not even just them. Again,
listen, and then she only played 17 minutes. She didn't play that much minutes like Clark. You know what I'm saying? She played her 17 minutes and got her 10 and 10. Like, all right, I'm gone.
Yep. She made her time count because I don't say the real stars, but the other stars that shined to the absolute utmost. Agubawale looks like an absolute superstar in every way possible. The way she was heating up in the third quarter, she had 21 in the third alone, if I'm not mistaken. Finished with 34. Bruh, she is so fun.
What's her first name? Arike? Is that how you?
Arike,
Yeah, man. She crazy, man. And she got left off the team, right?
Crazy. Yeah. She got left off with the Team USA.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Oh man, that's what I said. They was punishing them. They was punishing them. But Angel Reese had 11 points, 12 rebounds, 18 minutes. She got busy. She cooked. Caitlin Clark had 4 points, 10 rebounds, and 26. They was cooking. They was cooking. It was a good game. It was a good game. I wish the NBA go back to that because that's how it was back in the 90s with Isaiah Magic and them. They was playing. They like we trying to win. Nah. You watch the NBA All-Star game, it's 200 points and jump.
Bruh.
So you got 400 points worth of, like, what? 400 points?
And they're not earning it. It's not like it's fun. It's not like this, like they scrapping for it to go get it. They just come up half court. Defense barely even gives an effort.
You got to put meaning into
out.
it, like Major League Baseball do with their All-Star game.
I've been begging them to do that.
put some money on it, put playoff on it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Make people play it. All this coming out, just hoisting halfway shots and throwing off the backboard to get one dunk. Like no, put some meaning.
And then the players be making me mad with that too because they'll be the ones to come out and say, "Oh, I mean, I guess the care's just not there anymore." You're the one who has to care. What are you talking about?
Right.
We're tuning in. We doing our job. Can you give us a reason to care?
It's cats that don't even want to play because they just want to hang out, check the facilities out like everybody else. They want to hang with all the celebrities that come to the All-Star game. The All-Star game, it's a glorified freak dink. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. It's a glorified freak dink for the weekend. You don't have to answer for nothing. Nah, bro. It's annoying watching the NBA All-Star Weekend. It was cool seeing them have this kind of dynamic. It was cool seeing the interaction between the players, seeing their personalities, the backstage interactions and stuff. Hey, WNBA is moving, man. I'm so happy.
I'm happy
so
for them too.
They
really got the TV deal, so we're gonna see more of that. Because I think it was last week I told you that was on Amazon Prime, and like people were shocked that the WNBA was on Amazon Prime.
Right?
Like, yeah, that's time to get that money.
Yep. How can we put a bid to make sure the All-Star game is in Detroit soon?
I know,
Please.
but we gotta get a team first. They're not gonna come in with no team.
Facts. Gosh, I can't believe they got rid of the shock, bro. That still makes me so
Hey, but
mad.
now, they're gonna hurry up and put an All-Star game in Indiana, and I can just drive there.
Oh yeah, that's an easy hike. We can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
We can make it
I
work.
definitely, when it comes to Indiana, I will be there.
I can find a Swing Cash jersey somewhere and pull out there. That'll work. We can make that happen, man. WNBA action, man. It's
fantastic. They can go ahead and take that. It's fantastic.
It helps to see the athletes kick. They say that about the NBA all the time. Oh, they're just in for a paycheck. Oh, they're just there.
They'll do some big paychecks. I'll be there for a paycheck too, though.
Easily. The way these women
$100 million and
night in and night out.
So I got a question. Cool. Now that the WNBA got $2 billion over that they can only use for the WNBA because they TV deal. They locked in these contracts, but do you like pass out bonuses and stuff?
I'm sure they got incentives.
But they already got contracts. Like, do you go in and tell your team, like, okay, or they're going to go like, all right, starting now in the playoffs, we're going to pay out extra X amount of dollars. Because now that you got that money, you know how y'all got that money because of these players. And they ain't going to see none of it.
I can't speak directly to it. I don't know specifically how that goes. I hope that's a part of their money. Because if that's where they pop off and make their name in the postseason and in all-star appearances and when the big lights are on, if they get the same bread for it,
but see, that's when you go into bad business. It's like, hey, right. I hire you to do a job, and you do something for me, get a huge contract, and I just keep you at the same pay rate today that you signed up for. It's kind of like a slap in the face. So I'm hoping they go around and pass out some bonuses to these players, and
just the simple fact of what happened with Brittany Griner. She had to go play in Russia because she wasn't making enough money in the WNBA.
But who wants the skill challenge? She made $114K by winning 2 skill challenges, and her salary for the season is like $140.
Wild.
So she made almost as much as her whole season in a day.
Joke game.
No, it was just the skills, like the challenge, the skills challenge, and 3-point. Right. She showed up for the day and made her salary.
Right.
That's crazy.
That makes no sense. They deserve better, man. They really do.
And then on the NBA, that stuff they win is like, stripper club money.
For real. They blowing that the same night.
So WNBA, in one day, you can actually make your salary. In one day, in the NBA, you just make a stripper money, man. Like, man, I'm just gonna throw this out,
Make me mad, bro.
They stipends is more than what the WNBA gets.
I'm sitting there watching them care. They're talking trash. They play defense. They rebounded. They're boxing out. Like they doing stuff that make it seem like
it ain't right. It ain't right.
Not just this laziness that we see, man. But I guess this is where we at. Again, if Team USA, they carry that.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yo, that's another. Like. Team USA lost that All-Star game. The WNBA All-Stars was not giving them that W. They was like, Y'all getting his L. So do they come home with the gold? The women's?
Yeah. Listen, Team USA is the standard of basketball, men and women. Yes, I absolutely believe they.
Even though they lost to the WNBA All-Stars, you think they?
Sure, I mean, why not? They still got dogs on that team. Diana Taurasi, to me, is one of the best players of all time.
But see, she long in the tooth too.
She is, but you have players behind that are coming behind us.
She another one that just don't let other people shine in front of her. She's like a female
Diana
LeBron.
Taurasi?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, she a female LeBron, man. She don't want people to shine in front of her.
I don't know about that.
Oh no, I know it. I know about that.
I know she had some spicy comments for Caitlin Clark, but I didn't think she was wrong about what she was saying.
I didn't think she was too wrong.
She gotta earn it.
Yeah.
She gotta earn what she's getting. But I mean, Kelsey Plum, Brittany Griner. And again, Brittany Griner is one of the few who can dunk in the league. So Yeah, they have the advantages that they need in order to bring gold home. I don't see a reason why they should be favored.
Go USA. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's it, bro.
And the moment y'all catch an L, guess who's gonna be right here talking the most?
We're gonna be right
smack.
Here. And men's, y'all need to start taking some notes. Look at the effort and translate it. Stop watching your own tape and thinking it's acceptable. Watch some people who are trying.
Right, fundamentals. Fundamentals, man. Fundamentals.
Dog, I cannot. South Sudan, bro. Luol Deng is the guy.
Well, he's a coach over there?
Yeah, he was a coach.
He told him.
Out-schemed by Luol Deng. He played against these dudes.
He just left the league like, what, last year or something? Matter of fact, I think he still got a contract. I think the NBA still paying him.
How long that
the Lakers, they still paying him.
I don't understand that at all. Team USA, get it together, man. 313-889-4727. Basketball fans, we want to hear from you, man.
Listen, we got. Let me just go into right now because we got like a minute before we swing off to the Pat Bev. Man, no, now he talked about he had a contract, right? Offer. And the league minimum and the two teams was Houston and Detroit Pistons. But he went over to play across seas for 2 years, $4 million. Real quick, how you feel about that?
I'm happy he didn't take it.
I know.
I don't care for Pat Bev. I don't think he would offer anything for this team. I'd rather roll the dice with Marcus Sasser as they backup.
I like that because I was like, when he was talking about going over there, I was like, pop champagne, ho! I was geeking. I was like, please don't come here.
Yeah, the way he plays is not beneficial for this team. He plays dirty. He's not a real true defender. He's
and you know,
chirping than he is.
Listen, him and Stu almost got in a fight too.
Facts, that as well.
You know what I'm saying? Stu, like soon as he got here, he would turn into a pretzel. Secondly, he had a 4-game suspension that the NBA gave him from the game 6 in Milwaukee in the playoff when he threw the ball at the fan.
Facts.
So no matter what he's gonna do, sign up to us, he was definitely gonna ride that 4-game suspension out. So that's why you wasn't gonna get nothing but league minimum. Absolutely. Ain't nobody gonna pay you $10 million in the first couple games you on the bench.
He might serve as a coach at some point, but as a player right
ain't nobody
now,
gonna play for him.
He don't serve nothing.
Ain't nobody gonna play for him.
Assistant,
high school.
Assistant.
No, he go to high school.
Sure, let's do that. Let's go for that. Let's let him work his way up. I'm fine
YMCA Boys Club.
313-889-4727. We got to get into some football talk next. Calvin Johnson just got honored into the Lions Pro Hall of Fame. Where does he rank all time, man? I want to hear. We got a crazy list in here. Yep. We can't wait to talk about it with y'all. This is Sports Rap Radio.
R.A.P.
Sports Rap Radio, when hip-hop and sports connect. It's the Lindsey Hunter and Montez Allen Show.
This is Lindsey Hunter.
And this is Westside's Montez Allen.
The new version of the Pit Bulls. And we are the afternoon drive. I know people are used to seeing my...
Hey, you know, I called in the Lindsey them shows, like they Monday or Tuesday, when they was talking about rap. And I was like, man, I can't be disrespecting LL, leaving him off the list. And then I told them, I was like, they're like, everybody keep saying Pac. I'm like, Pac only had like, man, he had like 3 albums that really banged. You know what I'm saying? I said 2. When I told them 2 albums, I said, what's Pac got 2 albums? They're like, what? You on crack? I'm like, bro, you got 2 albums that really stands out.
I can't put him or Big up as high as I want to. It can't be strictly off.
I put Big in mine because me being a rapper, I love his style. He brought that new.
I'm with that.
Right.
But longevity-wise, when you got dudes doing it for 20, 30
right.
years plus,
nah, I ain't lie. If Big didn't die, he would still making noise. But yeah, and I get it.
The impact alone is the influence, and I'm here for it. But when that's the most of it.
But then when you listen to lyrical, Pac wasn't lyrical. You know what I'm saying? His rhymes was like basic. It wasn't like, oh, you hear that bar that pops? Oh my God, that was crazy. Like hit him up, That was good.
Pac was a delivery guy.
Right. It was all his delivery.
Everything that he talked about.
Right. He put energy in. You know, he was vivid. But I wouldn't even put him in the category. I thought he named him better than Ice Cube.
I'm excited about this afternoon drive we got going on with the Pit Bulls.
You talking about albums? Listen, check this out. Hold on. You take America's Most Wanted. The America's Most Wanted album. That's what everybody know Pac from. Those previous albums don't stand on what Cube did. Death Certificate, Kill at Will. Oh man, come on. The nigga you love to hate. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Cube got bangers, bro.
He's a fantastic player, but
he just kept changing the style too much.
I'm okay with Cube being people in his top 10 or their top 10, top 5.
He in my top 5
songs of all time. I'm okay with
I got Nas. I got Nas. Not in a row, but I got Nas, Cube, LL, Biggie, and then who else I got? I got somebody else.
Stay locked in with us, sportsrapradiodetroit.com. It's a ranking show today, man. We just talking a little bit about some hip-hop rankings that we're going to peel into a little bit later. But first, we got to get into some football talk, man. Congratulations to Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, for sure.
Megatron, one of the greatest Lions of all time. My hero on the field. I love watching him play, man. And he finally got enshrined into the Detroit Lions Hall of Fame. I think the Pride of the Lions is what they call it. It's been a lot of shower over Calvin's name. I saw Devontae Adams do an interview with Club Shay Shay where he ranked his top 5 of NFL wide receivers. He had Calvin number 3 on his list. I think he had Randy, Jerry, Calvin, who do you have? T.O., and then he had Marvin Harrison 5.
Oh, he didn't have Larry Fitzgerald in the top 5?
No, he didn't have Larry.
I agree with that list. Tyree approved that list.
So let's talk about that thing, because everybody has their own list. Again, there's a lot of rankings we're going to do today. And if you have yours, I'd love to hear from you. 313-889-4727. Where does Calvin Johnson belong on an all-time NFL wide receiver list?
Okay, for me, in my opinion, I ain't going to give y'all my whole top 5, but top 3, I got him top 3.
What do you mean you're not going to give us a whole top 5?
I've been trolling and arguing enough for today. I'm just gonna let people guess. We're gonna go Randy Moss. Well, I'm gonna go Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and then Calvin. And then all right, T.O. We're gonna throw T.O. in there. And then
Dog, give me 5, bro. Come on.
I'm kind of confused with my 5. I mean, the number, the 5, the 5th one. I'm kind of. I don't know where to go with 5 because I'm telling you. All right, we got Jerry Rice.
Okay.
We got Randy Moss.
Okay.
We got Megatron.
At 3.
Yep, at 3, and then we got Terrell Owens. We got T.O. at 4.
And then 5 is kind of interchangeable.
Because I like, y'all gonna laugh at me, but I like Antonio Brown, and that's you know what I'm saying.
That's why he don't want to.
Yeah, that's why I ain't want to put him out there, man. Brown be just fooling on social media nowadays, so I didn't want to put that out there, and I'm a villain.
Yeah, that CTESPN thing. I don't know what
he be clowning everybody, bro.
Too damn much.
Too much.
I'm okay with that list. I'm not bothered by that at all. Those are all solid names, and their placement don't really bother me at all. I feel like you can make arguments for them to kind of flip around.
Mm-hmm.
They make sense to me. Devon, you want to go ahead? You got your 5?
My 5 currently. 1 is Randy. I love Randy. Randy.
At 1?
Yeah, number 1.
Oh, wow.
He changed the game. I'm one of those people. Hey, you changed the game. You run a 4.2. You 6'4". Yeah, you did change the game.
Okay.
Outside of that, number 2, I have Jerry Rice just for pure stats. Just 22,000 yards, number 1 receiver.
Okay.
Yes. Number 3, Larry Fitz. No. Number 3, Megatron. Number 4, Larry Fitz. Number 5, T.O.
Ooh, yeah, you got Larry Fitzgerald over.
That's crazy.
Terrell Owens.
That's nasty work right there.
I don't know about that.
Hey, cut his mic off right now. That is some nasty work.
We can't reach over.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, why you got Fitz over Terrell Owens?
Fitz over T.O. Like I was telling you guys before, though, I like T.O. because he played 3 different teams, all-pro for 3 different teams. I love that. But just numbers-wise.
But see, you got to see, T.O. didn't get to play the full season, and with Larry Fitzgerald, his last 3 years wasn't all that. He was just collecting a check like Emmitt Smith.
It doesn't matter, but...
Oh, it doesn't matter?
In that prime, you rave about T.O.'s Philadelphia Eagles championship game when he played on the broken ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Fitzgerald playing in the Super Bowl against the Steelers, he had the exact same type of game. Arguably, he almost won the game.
Listen,
you push it back.
My thing is, like, I'm not going to argue it because, like, Larry Fitzgerald always been okay to me. I mean, I know he got crazy numbers and listen, if you're a Cardinals fan, you're going to think he's all world, all right? But I'm not a Cardinals fan, so I always thought receivers out there better than him. Like, do the guy got hands? Did he make some amazing third down catches and stuff? Absolutely. Yep. But that don't make him better than T.O.
He's a 3-level receiver. He play.
Man, he wasn't stretching no field. He wasn't stretching.
That's not true. Yes, he was.
He was stretching the field?
Yeah, Larry was stretching the field.
Then when you take a look at his whole career, because we're in the game. I mean, when you watch him, you're so into him. But when you take a step back and look at his whole career and his numbers, oh, yeah, he's right there. Yeah. He's not better than Randy or Jerry.
And his quarterback play wasn't great.
So he played a lot of years. So would that make him better than Megatron? Or are we just being biased at that point then?
No, he's not better than Megatron. No, I wouldn't put him up there.
Well, why not?
Because there's just.
But he's better than T.O., but not better than Megatron. And you can have a great argument for T.O. and Megatron.
Go ahead, Devon.
I was about to say it's ability than their stats. It's how you play on the field, and that's one thing. He's a true. Calvin Johnson is one of the best athletes at the receiver.
And T.O. ain't.
He's not. He is, but he's not Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson ran a 4.3, 6'5", 220, 230.
We know about the combine stuff, but man, come on, T.O. was stretching the field and making crazy catches too. His numbers are crazy, and he didn't get to play his full career out.
I'm okay with that. I think you have to keep both in mind. I'm fine with you including ability and stats. You got to be able to look at both, and influence as well. I think is super huge important. For me, I'll go 5-1. Larry is number 5 for me. I will go Randy Moss 4. I think Randy, towards the tail end of his career, kind of like Larry Fitzgerald. Like his last few seasons with the Titans, with the Niners, like they come back with the Vikings. Like Randy it was hard watching him, bro. And I'll never forget hearing him say, "I play when I want to play." That was the hugest turn off to me ever. I loved Randy Moss as a receiver. I played my little league team was the NFWB Vikings. I wanted to be Randy so bad, but hearing him say that, he lost me with that.
He was nice with the Patriots though.
He was amazing with the Patriots. They should have been there together longer, but we know how they do over there.
Yeah, they don't want to pay nobody.
Exactly. 3, I got T.O. I think T.O., that 3 teams being all pro, I think speaks for itself. And at no point in his career did he really decline. He was always productive. He was always disruptive. He literally overtook Chad Johnson on his own team as the number 1 guy. I got to put T.O. 3. I don't have a problem with him being there. Now we're going to get a little nasty. 2, I got Jerry Rice. I love Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is fantastic. I love the longevity that he's had in his career. Even when he was with the Seahawks and the Raiders and whatnot, he was still making plays and being productive. And I can't take none of that away from him. Great route runner, great hands, great model of the position with where he was at with the Niners and where he went after that. Calvin Johnson is the greatest wide receiver that's ever existed and played football. I don't care. I'm going to say it. I look at all of these guys, and they all have statistics and records that they set, including Calvin, who set the single-season record for catches. He set numbers for the yardage as well. That year we had, 1,900 yards, 1,800 yards, or whatever it was. Calvin is the only player that I've ever seen get double-teamed at the line by 2 DBs. They did it with the Eagles against him and then against the Saints in the playoffs. I've never seen DBs line up like gunners on the punt team to stop one guy on top of the same dude being able to jump over 3 defenders and snag a ball down. Calvin Johnson is players say it all the time when they ranked him one of them top hunters for the NFL. If you were to create a receiver from scratch, and if you were to mold a receiver that was perfect, he would be Calvin Johnson. Well, guess what? Calvin Johnson happened, and he lived up to all of that. I don't care about the wins. I don't care about none of that because that's not his fault. He made it to the postseason. He carried teams. He did what he had to do. Calvin, to me, is the greatest wide receiver that's ever played football.
All right, and he didn't play. So let me get to the argument because you said Larry is better than T.O., right? So T.O.
He said that. I didn't say
all right, so T.O. had almost 16,000 yards, 153 touchdowns, and only 219 games, while Larry played 263 games and had 17,492 and 121 touchdowns. Man, no, ain't nobody picking Fitzgerald over T.O.
I can't. No, I agree with you on that. I definitely can't put Fitz over him. Again, he had some great moments. I wish he would have won that Super Bowl against the Steelers where he made a lot of good plays. Even in that play, he was stretching the field. He had a few catches where he was going down the field. But to me, I got to give it to Terrell Owens. Again, he was... to me, T.O. has had a label that he doesn't deserve. I don't like the whole, he ruins teams. He just... No,
Right.
Bro. I don't like that at all.
I mean, because we could talk about Calvin. Calvin only played 135 games. You know what I'm saying? 11,619 yards and 83 touchdowns, but his impact was crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And people do the same with Barry because they said, Barry would have played longer. He would have easily had the record. Even without that record, people still call Barry Sanders the GOAT. So I think
he should be
for
because
Calvin Johnson, the receiver.
If you're talking about Emmett kept playing just so he can patch that. You know what I'm saying?
Bingo, exactly.
So that's it.
Nobody took him serious when he was with the Cardinals.
Hell no.
Nobody was taking him serious.
Wasn't nobody watching him, man? I was like, well, watch this dude,
not
man.
At all. With
This
that
dude,
alone,
he should be pulling up to a dinner table instead of the scrimmage line.
With that alone, Calvin has earned it all to me. Again, I outside of one game where I think Darrelle Revis shut him out, I don't think there was ever a DB who could cover Calvin Johnson. There was that one person who gave him fits, and that was Darrelle Revis, and he was all time at that point, shutting out everybody. But
yeah, he was on an island.
Bruh, outside of that, I didn't see anybody that measured up to what Calvin did. His ability to run after catch, you talked about 3-level players. He was able to be strict. He started off his career as a stretch the field guy, jump ball type dude. He started line up in the slot, was able to run routes in the inside.
Oh yeah, he was running slants and everything.
His ability to play catch and roll basketball or football. His ability to tightrope the sidelines, like.
Oh yeah,
Calvin's athleticism for his size and his nimbleness doesn't get talked about enough because he's so big. People think, oh, he's just a jump ball guy. Nah, bro. Calvin had every aspect of the game. You never heard a word from him.
No, the whole secondary used to be keying him. That's why when he catch those balls in the red zone, man, he was four defenders around him, and maybe a linebacker was coming up. Like
I used to love listening to assistant coaches because when before the game started, before Sundays, they have media presses where it says, "Oh, we're game playing for Calvin, we're figuring out how to stop him," and they would all come up with the funny, "Oh, we're staying up late, we're having nightmares of how to figure this out." No,
because they had safeties.
Showed that.
They had safeties backing up over the top. Then that you had your bump and run coverage, right?
Yes.
Then you have a linebacker roll out to chip him. So they was banging on Calvin. That's why
None of these guys we have named garnered that kind of attention. I watched all of these guys. I'm not putting on a biased Homer cape right now. I never saw any of these receivers, Larry, T.O., not
go up
Randy.
against four
Not
defenders
Randy.
and
Not Randy.
not against those four defenders and he catching the
Randy.
ball at his highest point and he coming down with the ball and you got the whole team around you. Y'all go check those highlights out.
And if it was Randy, it was only for a brief period of time. Randy did not garner this attention his entire career. That is not true. Randy was getting double teamed for sure, but he was not getting bumped off the line. He didn't have consistently 3 dudes around him. That did not happen with Randy Moss throughout his entire career.
And for his career to be so short, we can blame someone other than the organization.
We can blame a few people.
Yeah.
You go ahead and say
Matt Stafford.
Yeah, sure.
But he was sending him up to his doom. You know what I'm saying? Matt Stafford was like a point guard throwing alley-oops. Like, I'm just going to throw this up there. I know you're going to come down with it. And he came down taking hits and all that stuff.
Man.
So he shortened his career a little bit.
Shots over the middle. We saw him getting popped by the Bears.
Yeah.
His finger is literally horizontal on his hand, bro. Like, Calvin was going through it. So, yeah, bro, for what he had to deal with.
And then when he wanted to retire, Jump the Lions wanted to come in, take his bonus money, and Jump hey,
bro,
run that check back. That was
y'all
crazy.
Nasty for that. Y'all were nasty.
They made it right. They made it right. They made it right.
It's beautiful to see. He's coming to the pre-games. The crowd is adoring him. He's getting the cheers. He's getting the love that Barry's getting, which is 100% warranted.
Which they should. You give a lot to this organization. You should get the love, for real.
So you had Calvin 3 on your list?
Yeah, I got him because
I had him 3.
Both you had him 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's just because of the longevity, the impact. If you talking about impact, I still think it's the same because all these players that we talking about, Moss and Calvin, looked up to Jerry Rice.
That's a fact.
So you got to make Jerry Rice the GOAT.
I'm okay with that. Again, Jerry did his thing. Again, for the changes that they had in San Francisco, the numerous offenses that they had to play, his route running ability, his hands. Listen.
And you know what? Let's not get it twisted. Moss did have a great receiver on the other side of him.
Chris Carter.
Right. So that guy was a 1,000-yard receiver himself. So, hey, you pick your poison.
He's one of my honorable mentions. I got Marvin Harrison, Chris Carter. I mean, I even like Devontae Adams. I think he's one of the best route runners of all time.
I couldn't stand
smooth.
him. I could not stand him with Green Bay. I couldn't.
Oh, man.
Him and Aaron Rodgers, I couldn't stand it, man.
Yeah, I'm happy that you see the receiver special on Netflix. He loses his mind on Jimmy G.
Yeah,
Jimmy, you gotta figure it out, boy.
I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. That's what you get. Karma. Be mad.
Glass on a Netflix special. That was crazy.
But listen, imagine being a quarterback and say Devontae Adams comes. Like, man, do you really want to play with him?
Right.
Because if you don't hit him, he gonna be all mad, talking trash.
And then when we see these players talk on the sideline after the game or at the presser, he's my quarterback.
Like St. Brown.
Be better next time.
Like St. Brown was mad. I didn't know he was that mad about that Pro Bowl stuff.
Yeah, he was teeing off, bro, and seeing Devontae that angry in real time. And Newman, he said, bro, if I make it out of here, I'm going to die. He said, my livelihood is on the line.
I loved it, man.
Oh, Jimmy, you better figure it out.
I was like, be mad.
313-889-4727. Give us your all-time best top 5 wide receivers, and where does Calvin Johnson belong on that list? If he's outside the 5, it's an invalid list as far as I'm concerned. 313-889-4727. Hit us up, Sports Rap Radio.
R.A.P.
For the best coverage of black and brown major leaguers, go to MLBBro.com.
For the latest on the Tigers.
Yeah, I love dude being mad. I was like, he just shit on his quarterback.
That was crazy.
I know he's looking at that like, damn, that made me look bad.
Yeah.
That made me look bad.
Bro, it was a game against the Lions. He threw his helmet and he
Yeah, I know he's like, damn, this making me look real bad right now.
You can't clean that up. Too.
And then even with St. Brown, like, you man, F the Pro Bowl and all that after he got his All Pro, like,
yeah, that was crazy.
Like, sheesh. I'm not gonna lie, you deserve to be in the Pro Bowl, but you know it's Pro Bowl is voting. You gotta be mad at the fans.
Don't be mad at the people.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, F the Pro Bowl. Like, bro, you
all pro now, which means
right.
more anyway.
Yeah, it means more anyway. People don't be playing that junk anyway. A lot of people go to All Pro. They be talking about my ankle. I got an injury. They don't even show up and want to play.
But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor.
Let's see if anybody calls. But you want to while we still got wires? Somebody calling?
Support services,
all right.
Plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Late night on Sports Rap Radio. It's DJ Whatever's old school rap party. Our resident DJ spins the best old school rap joints worth hearing again.
Take me back to the old school.
Take me back to the old school.
It's sports talk all day and old school hip hop at night. Sports Rap Radio, where hip hop and sports connect.
Keys.
How you saying that?
Like geese, keys.
Yeah, Keys. Like
Keys? Oh, okay. Like Marquise.
Yeah.
But it's just Keys. That's the next.
What are you saying? Sorry.
You got the first one, right? Dwayne Robinson from Detroit.
Dwayne Robinson's first?
Then,
All right.
Then Keys.
All right, man.
What about the tiny dog? Cat.
Robinson.
Owl. Dolphin. What is
Dang, so I hear that name Robinson. I'm thinking about Robinson Furniture. They long gone out of business. The little girl, Robinson Furniture.
Giraffe, really? Okay.
Ain't too much anything still in business.
Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov.
That right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Are you ready to get down? Yeah. Yo, listen up. You have a dope podcast and want it on the radio? And best of all, it doesn't have to be sports. We're talking all convos that relate to black life. This is our station, baby. Holla at us and find out how to buy time on Sports Rap Radio. Just
That's short at 9,000 views. Let's go. Let's go.
And full details are there. Get to it. That's sportsrapradio.com.
Okay, we got 3 callers.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best.
Ricky.
What about those
Ricky!
that you plan in advance, which are perfect on your way there and
All right, we
perfect
cooking.
on your way back?
This will help cook us
Or
for the
those
segment.
meetings with
Yeah, I went on Lindsay and them show like, man, we the team to beat.
Get your numbers up, Clay.
That long pause. I'm like, yeah, we the team to beat. Because Hawk was like, promote your show, tell them what you do. Like, man, it's me and Eric on Sundays, man. We doing it, cooking it. We the team to beat. I sure did. Like, he didn't love it because we on top.
Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts.
You got me hyped for that post-game shit now, too. That pre-game shit.
Yeah, man.
You talked to Rob too about it?
Yeah. Yeah, he know, man, football is my stuff, bro. He know it.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, since I'm here on Sundays.
Right.
I actually got called a game between 1 and 3. Like, let's try to do something with that. You're like, nah, man, we already got something working. We're about to take our pre-post game. Wow. Okay, cool.
UFD legend, Hall of Famer.
I just, like, he supposed to be meeting, I forgot what day he said, but this week, as far as what bar that we can broadcast from. That's going to be huge. Because I'm single, bro, so it's going to be huge for me. It's going to be huge for me.
Put us out of Easter Market.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be huge. Like, Eric, go ahead and take it, but I'm going to walk away for real.
We don't know where it's yet. 313-889-4727. This is Sports Rap Radio. I am Eric Vincent.
I'm Tyree.
And we in the building, man. Devon Cook here with us. Talking to you about a little top 5 action. Calvin Johnson again got enshrined in the Lions Pro Hall of Fame. And again, I think he's the GOAT. I think he's the best wide receiver of all time. Y'all think he's top 3.
Yeah.
And we want to hear from the people. Where you got Calvin Johnson ranked on your all-time
Now,
list, man?
let me say this. If I was picking a team, I would definitely put him on my team first. I would draft him first over Jerry Rice.
So he's the GOAT then. Got it. All right. We got Dwayne Robinson for Detroit on the line. What's good, Dwayne?
Good morning.
What's up, man? Okay. Okay, so you say Jerry Rice is the GOAT. Where would you put Calvin in on your list? Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's
All
not
right.
terrible.
Okay, 4. So wait a minute. So all right. So who's 2 and 3? Okay.
Nah, man. Calvin's got to be over Randy Moss. He has to be. Why not? Why not?
Randy accomplished
Why
more.
not? No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah.
And his fall from grace was way worse than Calvin's. Calvin went out on his own merit. Randy couldn't get back because nobody wanted him. Calvin had people lining up to get him.
Man, Randy had 156 touchdowns. All
Okay.
right, that's more than T.O.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he had 15,292. So, you know what I'm saying? That's only under Larry Fitzgerald. And so yeah, he beats Calvin in numbers.
Why? So how is he better than a guy who didn't quit? How is he better than a guy who didn't quit and gave his all and literally broke his body for a franchise that didn't love him back?
Yeah, the stats and everything. I go with that.
Bruh, we all have jobs. Our character influences our performance, and Randy's character influenced his ability to go over the middle and stay on the field. Well, he didn't find his. Not late in his career. But thanks, Dwayne.
Yeah, thank you, Dwayne.
Appreciate you, man. Nah, I can't rock with that.
I know you can't, man.
Calvin's gotta be
That bias is kicking in right now.
A little bit, maybe so.
The bias is kicking in.
We got some more people waiting, though.
We got Keith.
Yeah, let's holler at Keith from Detroit. What's up, man?
You got Keith coming up. What up, though?
Hello, Dwayne.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one. He definitely messed up there. Andre was a dog. Him and Larry was like 1A, 1B in the era. Yep.
Yeah, he was like Calvin Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And his numbers up there: 70 TDs, 14,000 yards, 1,000 catches. But he didn't play a lot neither. He played 193 games. You know, so his season wasn't fulfilled all the way out. But dude was nice. Yeah, we can't take that. And you know what he did? Didn't he play for the Lions too? Did they sign him for like a minute for a cup of coffee?
That's right, I think.
Yeah. Oh, he played with, what was it? Tennessee. That was the Tennessee.
Colts and then Tennessee.
Yeah, it was Tennessee.
So go ahead, Keith. So hold on. No, go ahead, Keith. We put you on the spot. So we got our 5. Let's hear yours. Who's your top 5? You want to put Andre at 5. How's the rest of your list go? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Smart man. I like that. Thank you.
But that's only 4. That's only 4.
He said Andre is 5.
Oh yeah, Andre. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. That has
That's
to matter,
nice list.
bro. You can't
Yeah.
put a guy up there that's quitting on the field. I play what I want to play, bro. That's not acceptable, bro. Facts. I can't be mad at that at all, Keith. Good list, man. I appreciate your time, brother. Yep, take it easy.
Appreciate it. Now you know what? Now I can't change and say that Calvin can be the GOAT because he carried the team. He carried the offense.
He did. He 100%
So
did.
other teams,
point
right? Other teams didn't have to carry the offense the way Calvin did. So if you're gonna say that, then yes, because Jerry Rice had a blending of other receivers and running backs. Moss had He had Robert Smith. He had Carter. So and these other people had weapons.
And Calvin's door of supporting help involved
so,
every season. 313-889-4727. We got Ricky from Belleville on the line. What up, Ricky?
Ricky! What's going on, man? What's wrong?
Or somewhere else, he would have kicked them.
All right, so man, we got a team full of gentlemen.
We got choir boys.
Man, we got some Ralph Tresvants.
We'll send you over there, Rick. You can put some toughness into it, man. Talk to us about your top 5 list, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't agree more. How does the rest of your list go?
Not yet. Not yet. I mean, his numbers compete with Calvin's. Because he got 12,000 yards, 78 TDs. So his numbers right there with Calvin Johnson. So I mean, it's an argument.
Yeah, I think the numbers are there, but the skill set I think is the difference between the two. But I'm okay with him as an honorable mention. I ain't mad at that.
Man, cut it out. All right, next caller.
Ricky, wow.
All right. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Man, listen. Hey, he doing commercials, making money, man. You got to feed families, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Popeyes chicken. Oh, that was embarrassing, bro.
Like what was more embarrassing, his or Mary J. Blige?
His. He put a chicken on a helmet, bro. That was crazy.
He didn't do that.
Bad too,
he didn't do that.
Was terrible,
he didn't do that. The company did it. But that don't take away what he did on the field. Like, come on, cut it out.
Oh no!
Leave my boy Rice alone. Rice, listen, he did a commercial last year when he did a commercial last year when he put his uniform on. I thought he was gonna play for real.
Yeah, that was funny.
Like, dang, he looked like he could still play.
Yeah, they was having fun. I'm cool with that one, but yeah, that chicken commercial was. Oh, that was cringy. I got nothing for that one. 313-889-4727. I like the Calvin respect. I appreciate it. Again,
we in Detroit. We gonna get that.
Yeah, but I think it's recognized though. I think
bias.
People are showing
it's bias. Stop.
He's one of those ones. But
it's bias.
But we know Detroit sports though. People outside don't know. They
seen on TV.
They look at the numbers. No, I don't think they was following Calvin like that.
Man, Calvin was a mega star. Those games was broadcast.
We know that. I don't think, again, based on other talking heads, I think he gets respect in the league. We just
and all his highlights. If you watch the halftime show on CBS and all those, they were showing all those Megatron catches and stuff.
He deserves that, man.
So people knew who he was.
He's done things that we haven't seen anybody else do. And that, to me, is the separation.
Well, I mean, that's what we seen with Moss at first. When Moss was doing it, just open it up and the defender 20 yards behind him, and he already gone.
Facts. I just think Calvin did it with less help. I think he did it with a quarterback that was trying to get him killed, a franchise that wasn't putting the right support around him.
Matt Stafford was an assassin.
Yeah, bro. All the dunks he threw it in the middle where Calvin's getting
but hey, I love Matty Harford, though. Don't get me wrong. Matt Stafford, I'm glad he got his ring in it. He will be a Hall of Famer. I argue with people at that all the time.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Stafford real soon on this show. But Calvin, you deserve all your flowers, man. Congratulations to you. Also, another shout out to Barry Sanders. He just recovered recently from a health condition he was going through. I'm not sure about what it was. He did post to state that he's doing better.
That's what's
great
up.
to hear that news. Barry Sanders, we're really
Shoot
happy
to
to
Barry
hear that for you,
Sanders.
brother. Much love from Sports Rap Radio. 313-889-4727. We got a little bit more Lions talk to get into.
Call in.
And we talking some Detroit rap as well, man. We got a lot packed on the show. We'd love to have you a part of it. 313-889-4727. Sports Rap Radio.
Sports Rap Radio.
All right, when I come back, I gotta read this.
And Sports
Okay.
Connect.
We don't want to go to the show and not read that.
Montez Allen Show.
2:15. Yeah, let me hit the restaurant.
Sports Rap Radio.
Hey, so somebody said.
In 04 in the city of Detroit, I think is unlike any other experience in sports. The fans here in Detroit are absolutely maniacs, and to be a part of something that special, you don't know what it's like unless you've been in it and you've done it. We were so praised here. I mean, I can remember going to gas stations and not paying for gas. I can remember going to grocery stores and getting free groceries for a month. I can remember being worshipped in this city because we won a championship and people looked at us like gods here. So for me, being a part of a special championship here in Detroit, man, is unlike any other. I won a championship in LA, but they expected it and they kind of looked down on it a little bit, like it was just something, hey, this is what we did, it's over with. Here in Detroit, we forever hold a special place in the fans' heart. Even today, when I walk around the city, the reception I get from restaurants and from bars and from grocery stores, people still remember that and people cherish that. And that's why I've made Detroit my home, and that's why Detroit will always
Hey!
AM 1270 Detroit. Your Detroit.
Hey, it's your producer, Divine Cook, of course.
My co-host quit on me, so here we are.
Leading us in today.
Views and all you need to know about our station, plus bios and showtimes, and our exclusive contest giveaway.
You gotta read these, all of them word for word? Or do we just shout them out?
On the web and go to
SportsRapRadioDetroit.com.
SportsRapRadioDetroit.com. Finally, a station for us.
SportsRapRadioDetroit.com is where you can tune in and rock out with us every day. And make sure you tap in with our other lineups, man. Make sure you check out the BJ Armstrong Show, 10 to noon weekdays. You know, they do the 3 NBA championships. Get your hoop knowledge up with BJ Armstrong on Sports Rap Radio. Man, we're going in today. I am Eric Vincent, Tyree, Divine Cook in the building. Divine Cook, I appreciate your takes, man. You did a good job in Steady Your Ground in terms of your Larry Fitzgerald TO support. I understand. I appreciate it, man. It's a lot of good feedback, too, from the people. I like the rankings. I love the Calvin respect. I think he deserves the love that he's been showered upon him. And it's good to see it from the people as well.
People being biased.
I wouldn't say no bias.
People being biased.
People just know the real. People just know that the greats came from.
Okay, we're gonna be real. Then he's not the GOAT. If we're gonna be real, he didn't play long enough to be the GOAT.
I'm okay if people believe that. I'm not mad at people saying that, but those who say he is, would you say the argument is blasphemous to say?
No, it's not.
That's my thing.
I'm taking it, but that's not. You got the Barry Sanders effect.
That's my thing. Exactly.
That Barry Sanders in with the best.
Then that's why I'm glad that the Lions are where they're at right now, because like you see Barry, arguably the greatest running back to touch the field. Then you see Calvin, could be the greatest receiver to ever do it. And they both got a short, end of the stick with the Lions. And I'm glad that we moved away from that and we doing better things.
We are, and we see the respect even go to this current team now at this point, because there's been some lists coming out. Shout out to PFF, where they got a 2024 rankings of the top rosters in the NFL. The Lions getting some respect. They're in the conversation as one of the best per their list. Let me go down a little bit more.
You gonna start from the top, or
I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I ain't gonna do the whole.
No,
thing.
just like give us the teams.
Yeah. So here we'll go from. Let's go from 10. We can go from 10. Starting from 10, they have. Oh no, that's Dallas at 9. They have Buffalo Bills at 10. They have Dallas at 9. Blech. They have
Boo.
the Bengals at 8. They have the Texans at 7. Okay.
What?
Interesting.
Okay, they got nice defense. I was about to start.
They filling in some holes. I like it. The Lions are at 6, just outside the top 5. They're at number 6. At 5, they have the Baltimore Ravens. 4, the New York Jets.
What?
Okay, bro.
Come on.
We're gonna tear this apart. Philadelphia Eagles are at 3. I'm okay with that. 2 is the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll talk about that as well. And then number 1 is the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, man, come on now.
Kind of predictable.
Come on.
To an extent.
So you
a little lazy. But
wait a minute. How we got the Jets in front of Baltimore? Even Baltimore.
How? There's so many question marks.
Like,
about
yeah,
this
they defense is all right, but guess what? They didn't get there. They can't get nothing done.
Yep.
So on the offensive side of the ball, you got one receiver that you don't have a QB that can get him the rock. No, cut it out. Cut it out. You got one receiver.
Yep, their offensive line is not the best. Aaron Rodgers, we don't know what version we're going to see of him coming back.
I know a version. The same version we seen last year. You come out, you snap an ankle, and you gone.
Out of here. I think he was washed before that. I think he was on the
He's done.
Before that.
He's done.
I don't look at him the way everybody else
He's an old face of a franchise. They trying to put that face on another franchise so they can get some pub. No, get out of here.
We've been talking rankings all day. Let's keep it going. Where do the Detroit Lions actually? Are you okay with where they at and where they belong on this list?
I think we have grown from. They made some perfect draft picks, and these draft picks been great. You can't have them at 6. I'm sorry, they over the Jets. They are definitely over the Jets. So you take the Jets out of there, and you make the Detroit top 5 easy. And to be honest, we can argue who got the better squad between the Eagles and Detroit.
Yeah, I don't even think that's a wash. I'm okay with them being high, but I don't know if they're top 3 right now at this point.
The only thing that throws off all now, like San Fran, you can argue receivers. But guess what? They about to lose their number 2 receiver because he don't want to be there.
Yep, that's huge.
So everything else across the board, okay, defensive line, you can give San Fran. They got a crazy defensive line. They got linebackers. So, yeah, I see San Fran being there. The Chiefs, they had some rookies that played well, you know what I'm saying, their first year. So we don't know how they're going to be going forward, you know, if they're going to maintain that stability of what they've been playing at. So I'm okay with the Chiefs being there too. But, then Baltimore, we can argue that Baltimore can be 2.
I don't like the Chiefs at 2. I know they're the champs. I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
Carrying that ranking.
If you want to argue, you got San Fran 1. Okay, I'm okay with that. But then you can bring Baltimore up. Right, and then you have the Chiefs and Eagles and Detroit fill out that 5 with how you want to argue, depending on we don't see every game from the Eagles. I watch a lot of Eagles; they're one of my teams I like, and I like the Chiefs. So these teams that they showing, I watch them. Like I like Baltimore. So when you got the Jets up in there, no, I'm not feeling it.
I'm not. For me, I would put the Lions at 2. I would go San Fran 1, Lions 2, Eagles 3.
You can't. Because Detroit D-line is a big question mark, and our secondary was a question mark.
But this is why I have them so high. Because if you look at the issues that PFF has ranked, and even when you watch these teams, their offensive line, for the teams that they haven't ranked in front, the biggest weakness for the Niners is their offensive line. The biggest weakness for the Jets is their offensive line.
Okay, what's the biggest weakness for Detroit?
Their linebacking core. But then when you have Aiden Hutchinson, who could be a superstar. You just signed DJ.
But we talking about would have, could have. So they going back though. We talking about would have, could have.
I'm saying he can be. I'm not saying he would be. I'm saying that's what Aiden Hutchinson can be.
Yeah, can. Yeah.
So if you look at yes, I agree with you. The D line has to be the anchor, and they need to play better than last season. But they've addressed it to some extent. You have James Houston back. You signed Davenport. You signed DJ Reader, and Ali McNeil's a top 10 defensive tackle.
Yeah. So let's say if we get through the season, no injuries, next year's list, Detroit is 102. Period. If we get through this season, no injuries, and with the promises and the potential, yes, next year you're going to be fighting between San Fran, KC, and Detroit. Easy.
But to me, the reason I think they should still be
I think the Eagles about to fall off. I think they're about to fall off.
You might be right. I can see that happening. But to me, I feel like the weaknesses of the Lions, even if they have them, so again, defensive line, secondary was it coming into the draft, and then their linebacking core. The linebacking core has Jack Campbell, who they're high on, who can make some plays and be a good player. Anzalone, was a very surprisingly good player last season.
Right.
He's a stable player.
Right.
So even with their weaknesses, they've addressed the weaknesses and the holes on their roster.
Yeah.
And then the other areas they're elite at to me, except maybe receiver. But offensive line, elite. Jared Goff is played at an elite enough level to where he's been sustainable. But their offensive, their running attack is elite.
Once again, Goff is underrated. Once again, he's not getting the respect that he deserves, and I'm glad. So it gives him another chip. So it don't matter that he got $200 million. He gonna still come out and sling it.
He gotta be hungry. Oh, yeah.
Right. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not mad at the top 10 list at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. Bills got some players. Dallas got some players. Cincinnati played well. Like Cincinnati being 8, I'm like, you can probably push Cincinnati up.
Yep, they need to stay healthy. Yeah, they just lost Joe Mixon too, so their running game is gonna have to step up. Joe Burrow's gonna have to stay healthy. I think he's kind of overrated a little bit to an extent, but we'll see what they do with the core that they have around them. But to me, I don't know. I think the Lions still have enough firepower from what we've seen last season.
You know how it goes in
where
football.
They filled in, right? Of course,
it's year to year because we can talk about like Herbert, the quarterback for the Chargers. I love that guy. That guy ain't never did nothing but put up amazing numbers. And I heard another show from yesterday, Chauncey Cornbread. I'm sorry, but yeah, they was trying to rap on Herbert, and I'm like, man, cut it out.
What it was all over him.
Yeah, like he ain't that guy. No, Herbert is that guy, and with Harbaugh
okay.
Harbaugh, the quarterback whisperer, he gonna make that dude gonna throw some crazy numbers, man.
Yeah, but like that's the thing too. It can't just be numbers. It can't just be numbers on the eye test. He's at a point where he needs to.
He gotta have the talent around him. You know what I'm saying? He had one receiver, but he needs another one, man. So.
That could be true. I ain't mad at that. 313-889-4727. Do you think the Detroit Lions have the best roster constructed in the whole NFL as of right now? Hit us up. We'd love to hear from you. Sports Rap Radio.
For the best coverage of black and brown major leaguers, go to MLBBro.com.
Oh, you want to talk? Oh, yeah.
I always check MLBBro.com.
Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Wait, we only got one more segment.
Should we do with news, views, features, and highlights from Comerica and on
MLBBro.com.
And catch the MLB Bro radio show weekends right here on Sports Rap Radio.
SportsRapRadioDetroit.com.
Finally, a station for us.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org.
Well, I wish I could have Gil call, but we ain't talking about basketball no more.
I don't know if I feel the same about him now.
I'm talking to Gilbert Arenas right now, but
it's DJ Whatever's
yeah.
School Rap Party.
Oh, he was telling me about my YouTube. We be kicking it all the time.
Wait, nigga, you know Gilbert Arenas? How do you casually just throw that? What? Oh, yo, just Gilbert Arenas succession, man. What? You so casual about that. That's crazy. How you know Gilbert Arenas?
Oh man, the first was gaming, then YouTubing. You know what I'm saying?
That's fly. Okay.
Yeah,
he
man.
follow you on the gram and shit?
Yeah, he followed me on the gram, on YouTube, everything. So he was telling me just to focus on my big channel. Don't even worry about the small channel and something like that.
Man, shit, we can get him a call in.
Yeah, when we get into basketball season,
that'd be huge. You can have some takes that just be.
Yeah, bro, man. We be debating, man. We be debating, man. But I will say about Gil with his debates, he always got a valid point on why he stand behind his thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
it start off crazy, but then it puts some substance.
Believe me, I think a lot of his takes be crazy, but
yeah.
Hey, yo, Gil, I think you be cupcaking for Bronny, man. But you know that's what we talk about that later.
He said Steph wasn't generational, but I understand what he was saying behind it. I would agree, but I understand why he said it.
And then he be giving them old NBA players the business, bro.
Yeah, he do. Yeah. He was ready to fight that motherfucker.
Best show online, though. Salute to Gilbert Arenas.
It doesn't have to be sports.
Yeah.
We're talking all convos that relate to Black life. This is our station, baby. Holla at us and find out how to buy time on Sports Radio. Just go to our website, sportsrapradioddetroit.com. Info about the Podjects Network and full details are there. Get to it. That's sportsrapradioddetroit.com.
When it comes to making plans, you are the
podcast
best.
thing going.
What
People
about
do
those
comment.
round trips
I'm
that you
putting
plan
people
in
sit up under
advance,
those
which
little
are
things.
perfect?
Oh, me too. I love it. I love scrolling up in there. Yeah, I'm trying to. We gotta put some more stuff on our what's it called?
IG.
On our YouTube page.
Oh yeah.
Is missing. Or your daughter's first birthday.
We gotta get some more.
You planned it with such dedication that instead of the first, it felt like for King's.
Yeah, like MLB Bro, but see, like Ron posted something about MLB Bro yesterday, and I'm like, you gotta make it shareable so I can put it on my Facebook group. You know what I'm saying?
Rob got his ass hacked. Put his shit up there again. They took his old page and hacked it, and now he had to make a new Twitter and shit. He ain't never gonna go public again. That was tough.
Family is the best plan you can.
But then because I remember that account, they was like sending me messages and stuff, like trying to talk to me, like,
yeah, bro,
Rob don't even talk like this.
Yeah, Rob, what happened?
I'm like, yeah, how's your day? What you mean, how's my? Like, what? This Rob don't talk like this.
Cunningham is a fantastic player.
Okay, you want to do this?
Yeah.
I did the BJ Armstrong.
Okay.
Shad is a basketball genius. Coming this fall to Sports Rap Radio.
Talk soon.
Hey.
Yo, Sports Rap Radio. Make sure y'all call us 313-889-4727. Hey, Monday through Friday, man, we got a nice little lineup. Make sure y'all check out the Bad Boys holding it down. The midday slot starting at noon, and you're going to join with Martin Weiss and the Gambler. They take their fresh takes. They talk, all type of crazy stuff right here on Sports Rap Radio. And, of course, at 7 to 10 p.m., we got the Odd Couple here every night with none other than our Rob Parker and Chris Prasad. So y'all make sure y'all tune in Monday through Friday with those two shows.
But of course, you locked in with the best right now.
Right now, we the team to beat.
You locked in with the best. It's good.
We the team to beat. I don't care what nobody else says.
I am Eric Vincent.
I'm Tyree.
Devon, we didn't get your take, man. What do you think about where the Lions is playing?
It doesn't matter. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Whoa.
We need that drama.
But my top 5 rosters right now, number 1, I do see the 49ers. I like the 49ers. That's fair. They got one of the best defenses.
Oh, you being biased again?
No, I'm not being biased. And then number 2, I'll take the Eagles. I know
what?
The Eagles are not there, but that Saquon Barkley addition next to Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. That's just
okay.
All
right.
Team. Number 3, Baltimore Ravens. They lost Patrick Queen, which is actually a big loss.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He had over 100 tackles last season and complete that linebacker course.
Like it.
But outside of that, they picked up Derrick Henry. Sure enough, let's see what happens.
And signed that safety from the Bears too. That was a huge.
What's his name?
But
Eddie Jackson, I think.
Eddie Jackson.
Yeah, but he was like, it could be a solid pick. It's one of them could be.
They always make those picks work for some reason.
Yeah.
So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Then number 4, I like the Lions right there.
Okay.
The Lions at number 4. I like Gibbs. A lot of promise with Gibbs. Jameis Williams.
So you don't like the KC in there at all, huh?
KC.
You know they won the last couple.
They did. They do. I guess then 4 KC, 5 Lions. But there's roster top to bottom. The KC only has a quarterback, an Asian Travis.
What? Stop, man. See, y'all ain't looking, man. That on the defense, they dope, man. Come on.
Lost their best corner. They lost Snead.
Of course.
They took a step back.
Okay, but they got rookies that gonna step in. They're gonna be all right.
We'll see.
Andy Reid gets a lot out of his players.
That's fact.
Yeah.
But that's a question mark. But then I had the Lions sitting right there in the pack.
Well, Lions question mark too, all over the field.
I mean, not all over the
linebackers.
field.
They're just linebackers.
Yeah, it's just linebackers.
And defense and the defensive
we'll see
backs.
What the DBs. Yep, we'll see what the young DBs do. They got some stuff to prove.
And no, we got one good defensive end. It's question marks with the defensive tackles.
If James Houston can go back to rookie form,
see, if we got a whole bunch of ifs all over the place.
Though. That's why I'm saying if. That's why the if is valid. The if is valid.
Man, you know what that sound like? It's like a silencer on a gun.
That silencer still hit though, don't it? So there we go. Man, look, I'm enjoying all these rankings though. I like a good ranking conversation. Let's do a little hip hop ranking now. We tore into the Pistons, tore about the NBA, a little basketball, football. There's a lot of Detroit activity going on right now. Eminem just dropped his album, The Death of Slim Shady, a couple weeks ago. Big Sean got an album coming out August 9th, Better Me Than You.
No, Better Me Than You. No,
yeah, where do y'all feel like in terms of the hype for these two? Because again, there's a lot of talent in Detroit music service, but for these two, where's the excitement level for Eminem's album and Sean's album?
I should be super excited. I am a fan of M, and his numbers, his album did great numbers, but I only listened to half the album, so it dropped. Man, because life, you know what I'm saying? Life takes a turn, you know what I'm saying? So I got to get back to it and listen to and I probably will on my drive home today when I leave. I'm going to listen to the rest of the Slim. So next week I can say, track by track, what I thought was dope. Sean, he dropped a freestyle and dropped a song last week. And then, Big Sean, I'm a huge fan of Big Sean. I always think he going to deliver every time. So I'm not going to go against nothing that he drops out there at all. Plus, I'm a 313 guy, so.
His mom was my brother's teacher back in middle school.
Yeah, dog. She had a lot of influence in the teacher's circle. That's right. That's crazy. Yeah. Devon, where's your excitement level?
My excitement on that, I mean, they're a little old, but they'll give you.
He said,
I still listen to
Who your favorite rapper? Let's start there.
My favorite rapper?
Right now. Right now. Not all time, right now.
Right now.
At this moment.
Yeah. Who you listen to right now?
I still listen to Kanye and Wiz, man.
So that's who you listen to. Okay.
You said Kanye and Wiz?
Yeah, I like
Okay,
Wiz.
all right.
Okay.
What's some good picks? All right. How old are you again?
I'm 27.
See, man, Kanye, he need to drop another album. Kanye dropped some great music.
He need to get back to writing, or somebody writing for him, because his
he write for himself.
Been great, but his writing lately has been horrible, bro.
No, because he letting other people write for him. That's like go back to yourself,
right? Go back to the Rockefeller days, bro.
Right.
I don't know who you got with you now. I kind of hear you on Sean and M. They're both, again, just the Detroit tie, the local ties. For me, Sean had the great underdog story. He's the kid who rapped in the radio station and got signed. Every wannabe rapper has or dreamed of that story.
Yeah.
So I got nothing but love for Sean. His music, unfortunately, after the
it's not mainstream.
Thing, it's not at this point. It's not. It
not.
Used to be. Not so much anymore. And it didn't stretch nationally like the other people in front of him, like Cole and Drake and Kendrick. And speaking of those guys, it seemed like his momentum kind of took a step back after that Control verse.
It took a step back. No, and also another thing.
Album, like it was a lot of things that changed.
And the bad publicity of him trying to get off Ye's label. You know what I'm saying?
And that doesn't help either. Yeah, Kanye.
So he kind of got like, I can say blackballed, but people was like,
money,
man, like, okay, you're not with Ye. Ye was pushing your music through all the doors because it was a Ye production, so Ye label. You know what I'm saying? So now you just solo on an independent track. You got talent, but you ain't got people to push you all the way through.
He tried doing that Metro Boomin album, and that just didn't go nowhere. The Detroit 2 album was okay, but it didn't really last.
I feel like when he do features with other Detroit rappers, those always go well. But maybe because we homers and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I like the freestyle he just did over that Aaliyah beat. That was fire. Hopefully this is the push that he needs, because he been rapping his behind off lately.
I ain't gonna lie, Big Sean made me quit rapping because it's like, man, like that style is like, man, I don't want to sound like Big Sean when I rap. So
that's fair. You kind of want to have your own sound.
Yeah.
A lot of people, especially locally,
locally, everybody started sounding the same. So
Eminem, I haven't listened to the album yet. I have respect for him in his career.
If you like his old stuff, you're gonna love the album. From the songs from when I was hearing, it brought me back. It brought me back.
To me, but this is the thing that bothered me though. The Houdini record, it seemed like he tried to go back to the old stuff, but that came off as like gimmicky to me.
So check it. This is what he messes up. This could be a good, curtain fall album, but this album should have came earlier. You know what I'm saying? He should have dropped this after and kept that same when he tried to get away from being Slim Shady.
Yeah.
This album being good, staying Slim Shady, and this album being released. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we see a lot of spinners try to come
back.
But
every album can't be rap guy. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. It's like everybody trying to get back to that lyrical space after.
Because I'm saying like LL got a new album coming out, and his song Passion, I like that new style. I like that flow. Q-Tip with the production, so it's a good song. It's a good, well put together song.
We already know where M fares with his fan base. If you ask his fans, we know who we talking about.
Yeah,
they look at him as the GOAT. He's
right.
the best.
Yes.
I love hearing our perspective about Eminem. In terms of all time, where do y'all look at him?
He's definitely in my top 5. Mount Everest. You know what I'm saying? He's up there. I mean, his lyricals. I mean, you never seen him fail.
Rushmore.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore. You never see him link up with somebody and fail and like that. And songs he get on, they be epic songs. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna take nothing away from him at all.
Okay, so top 5 for you.
I won't take nothing away from him because he has sales and he worked with.
I'm not even talking about the sales. I'm not even talking about the sales because he got albums that didn't sell. Like
his actual music, just listening to it, it's like 5 or 6. Like, I'm from Farmington Hills. Like I'm from this area. Me too. I like Eminem. He's so well, but
he's at 5.
Back in the day during that time, what's the name?
So what rappers you put above him? What rappers you put above him?
I like Wayne. I'm
okay with that.
If we were doing all time, or you want to do like his
all time.
So I still got Wayne better. I got Pac better. Biggie better. Let's see.
Jay-Z.
I like Jay-Z. Yeah.
Why is it? What was that?
I like the Blueprint. I like Blueprint too. But at the same time, actually no, I don't have an argument against Jay-Z.
He's the GOAT.
Well, maybe I'm being biased, but I'm not putting Pac above him.
I don't think I can either.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Pac and Big. No disrespect.
It's the impact, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's not lyrics. It's not lyrics.
They're the most influential of all time.
Like, if you like Eminem and Pac in the studio, Eminem will murder him on wax. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. On lyric. I mean, I don't think it's too many people that can beat him lyrically.
His unpredictability makes him stand out and kind of puts him in a different space compared to the people around him. So I'm not mad at that.
He's creative.
He's creative. He's definitely creative. He stands out. Yeah. I put him in the Mount Rushmore as well. I just don't think you can talk hip hop without talking about him.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even try. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't try to talk hip hop without putting Eminem in the conversation.
Nah, he has to be up there in some way, shape, or form. Again, for his ability, because I don't like the argument where he just caters to his base. Stepping up and being under Dr. Dre, Aftermath, West Coast, like that's not easy to step in as the white guy under that label and still show out and become the best rapper, one of the best stars in the game.
But we're going to definitely continue this next week. But hey, for the people out there, make sure y'all sub up to my YouTube, TYRHEATV. That's RHEATV on YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, please go to All We Talk is Sports on Facebook while we continue the conversation all day.
Yep, link in with us on the station too, man. Our Facebook, Sports Rap Radio. You can search us on there.
We
search
did it
on
again.
Twitter, search on Instagram. We all over, man.
Yeah, we did it again, man. Right? We the team to beat, man.
We is. You know, we done had house shows over here. That's
salute
what
our producer, man.
It's okay.
You be taking care of business, man.
Of course. Shout out to everybody who came in and rocked with us. We appreciate your time. I am Eric Vincent.
I'm Tyree. We the best.
This is Sports Rap Radio. Thanks for rocking with us.
Sports Rap Radio, when hip hop and sports connect. It's the Lindsey Hunter and Montez Allen Show.
What up, bro? How's it going? You all right?
From 3 to 7, Sports Rap Radio. Winning a championship in 2004 in the city of Detroit, I think, is unlike
Eric, if you
any
ever
other
produce
experience in
this whole
sports.
thing turns off.
The fans here in Detroit are
absolutely
then
just every session you got to go back to sync position.
You don't know what it's like unless you've been in.
Quick right click in there.
Right click.
Okay. Is that what happened earlier? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what the hell that was.
Let it go. Giant said it last year.
That wasn't long too.
Grocery stores and getting free groceries for a month. I can remember being worshipped in this city because we won a championship.
Oh yeah.
Looked at us.
Are we like on video or you just like writing down what we say? Oh, okay, cool.
A special championship here in Detroit, man, is unlike any other. But they expected
I'm gonna get my computer if you want to do it out there right here. Yeah, you can come on in here.
We forever hold a special place in the fans' heart. Even today, when I walk around the city, the reception I get from restaurants, from bars, and from